Ah!
Me too. Oh, I just hit the tweet button. I meant to send a proper tweet.
I always forget to tweet.
I have a button for that.
Yeah,
Hello, people.
This is a special game. I want to do a special tweet.
Very fair.
Anyway, hello everybody!
Oh god.
That was
Why are
incredibly
you so
loud.
Loud.
Every fucking time, man.
Everyone's awake now.
No, we're not.
We weren't at the
We're
risk of
deaf.
Awake but deaf.
Bitch.
That reminds me to put the exclamation mark PG-13 command in my title. Thank you for the reminder. With your loud screaming of the F word, like 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I do also want to point out, Dio. So Dio takes these, and I do the same thing, and we just import them live onto YouTube. Which their big crackdown right now is cussing within the first minute.
Correct.
So Dio, if any of us had monetization goals, Dio just threw them right out.
Wait, I swore? I didn't even realize I did.
That's one of the main reasons I'm PG on Twitch too, is so that way I can put it over on YouTube, and I don't have to worry about monetization eligibility problems.
I legitimately didn't realize I swore.
That's A-okay. Random question, how does one join on the phone? Because I don't remember.
So, you have to go to kotc.app on a browser.
Lovely. I did not know that you were on.
Dio did send the code, but the link, sorry, but it wasn't the main crew chat. So
Yeah, I realized that. You could have posted it somewhere else, which would have been useful.
Either way,
or you could have just done that in the first place.
Shut up.
we have a smorgasbord of people today. We have Dio.
Hi, howdy doodly.
We have the Duck.
Hello.
We have the other avian creature of Falcon.
Hello. Yeah, another term is intern.
Yeah.
We have the unpaid intern.
Zozo is here. Zoe.
Hello.
And Trip is here with us as well.
Hello.
So gave Trip a shout out. Make sure to go and follow him as well.
And I humbly ask that from next stream onwards, every time you do an intro and you're like introducing the crew members, you use our job titles so that we can shame Falcon for being an unpaid intern / goon every time.
So you want me to sit there and say that I am the head of North America programming?
Yeah. Because it's funny to do all of that and then say, and Falcon, our unpaid intern / goon.
Because I have a very busy day today. Hello, everyone.
With special guest referee Trip.
What a job title. Special guest referee. I'll take it.
And our pet duck.
No, and our pet duck Falcon.
What?
What?
Confusion.
Yeah,
Clearly
I
not.
agree.
It's a joke.
So-
I still have to wait 8 seconds before the shout out for DioConnect.
Okay.
Oh, I can't spell. I'm trying to type fast. Give me a second.
This is
There we go.
lovely. This is lovely.
This is organised.
Going swimmingly.
Yes, anyway, Dio is going to go through the process of setting this up, and then hopefully we'll be able to get on. And it'll just be us.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm also...
That's fine.
I thought there was a way to completely crop. Anyway.
By the way, chat, because of the jank way I'm doing this,
Are you struggling,
you
Anna?
won't be able to always see
I'm
chat,
always
but
starting.
I'm
Just
working on
go. Just do what you
Set
want.
up the game. I want to play.
Anyway, welcome to King of the Castle. Those who are familiar with Lamalia's channel and have been watching her content recently will have seen this game, know how it works. It's incredible. You don't need the Twitch chat integration because we are doing a small little private game to start with. If everything kicks off as we want it to, we may get Twitch involved later, but for now, let's start the new dynasty. We are, of course, going to be King Dietor.
Boo.
Oh,
I say the first thing we need to do is
Bunnytopia.
overthrow the the monarch.
Detourland, man! Come on, it was right there!
I mean, I normally call everything Detourland, but I was gonna actually like mix it up this time. But you know, we
Before, we gotta be Detourland. It's the whole,
Yeah.
it's a whole brand.
Boom. So, party game.
I do want to point out that this is
Doser,
the
thank you for
first
gifting a sub
time
to
Dio has been like
friend of the channel, Tree of Ember. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Centric with his naming scheme, and we're sitting there saying, "No, how dare you!"
It's gonna be very hectic.
It's not
Playing a
repetitive,
Jackbox
it's a
like game with
brand.
friends while also trying to eat lunch.
Definitely a brand.
This is gonna be very interesting.
Branding
It's
is
not a
nice.
good brand, but
Basically
it's a
court
brand.
jester.
So I'm just
In this
watching
game.
Anna play with her
Okay.
stream
There we
live.
go.
So we have to pick 3 out of these 5 regions. We have the Barons of the March, who are brash rural lords, famous for their belligerence, fondness for hunting, and fondness for hunting. Huzzah! The Chiefs of the North. The chiefs are honorable warriors renowned for their pagan religion and prowess in combat.
Chiefs of the North.
Have the Counts of the East. Counts of the East are ruthless aristocrats steeped in secrecy. Allegations of... Why am I the king? I can't fucking talk. Allegations of forbidden rituals are
Rebellion.
unproven. Fuck's sake, Falcon.
Yeah, just say the word
These
rebellion.
the impassioned duelists known for their strict adherence to honor, etiquette, and the ninth god. And the patricians are wealthy seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill in negotiation, and ornate masks.
So, what are we picking these guys for?
These are the different
reasons.
factions, and they
Yeah.
each have different
Chiefs of the
things
North.
that they
Okay,
go
so-
and how they can achieve their goals.
Okay, so are these the people that we're working with, or
No,
I
so
don't?
what it'll be is obviously how many I've lost track of how many people are actually in this Discord call right now.
Six.
Let's do counting with Dietor
So
Production.
there is 5 of you. So
Yeah.
there will be each of the factions will have 2, and then one faction will have 1 person in it. So
Okay.
if we
I
can
call the
find
pagans.
the what?
I call the pagans.
Which one's do you want a bit? So which one are you, Anna? The Chiefs.
Echo,
Anna wants the
quiet.
Chiefs.
Echo, quiet.
Okay, so I'm kind of leaving it up to you guys. Which of
I like
these
the
3
sound of the Counts of the East. They sound funky.
You just want one of us to say it wrong at some point, don't you?
What? No.
What?
Anyway,
What is in your brain?
Can we?
Do you know me at all?
yeah, fair point. Anyway, who's the Falcon?
Could I suggest either patricians or the grandees of the south?
Okay.
Anyone else got any preference on that?
I have mine.
My brain is still processing.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards the one with the green banner.
Let's
That's
go
how
green.
actually little brain works.
Patricians.
I'm happy with that.
So, Falcon and I jumped into Hannah's stream. When was it? Not yesterday. day before?
On launch day.
Thursday
Another
the
day
2nd.
stream. Yep.
Was it? Yeah. And then
Doesn't
Hannah
matter.
raided in to someone else, and I stayed and watched for a while. And the patricians got bullied and I was given patrician, and I was.
All right, brilliant. Let's bully the patricians.
Looks like it's time for me to be a patrician and bully
So,
back.
whoever is streaming, if you cover your screen quickly.
KK, and
Done.
is covered.
The game code is at the top of the screen.
I thought you were just about to say it out loud.
Game code
I
is
absolutely thought you were going to. I have
See.
the mute audio button ready.
Dump audio, dump audio, dump audio. Yes, I got the Counts of the East.
I'm so upset. I'm
That's
gonna get
okay.
tripped.
Yeah.
Trip, we're gonna get bullied.
No, we are gonna do the bullying,
Uh-oh.
Zoe. Have hope.
Did it randomly assign you, or did it?
Yes.
Yeah, I
it's
can
random
pick.
Random
random
assignments.
assign.
Oh, okay, cool.
I wanted to
didn't
be
realize that.
purple.
You can definitely manipulate that if you like do it right, you know?
Just
So-
join and leave over and over again.
Yeah.
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 I know, Trip, you said you have to bounce about 8:30
That's correct.
flighty time.
Okay, so are these all like mini kingdoms inside of Deatorland? Just so I understand.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There will be a really nice tutorial in a second.
Okay,
when
brilliant.
we get there.
Oh, I like tutorials. All right, I'll stop hiding the screen. How do I?
Oh yeah, everyone, show your
This
screen
button.
if you're streaming.
Nope, that's the wrong button. This is the right one. There we go.
What happened? Where's my mouse? What the?
Maybe
So-
he's enjoying some cheese.
Okay, so the tutorial, King of the Castle Primer. The monarch winning, high. Acquire an heir, then complete your ambition to win. Your first reign will likely end in disaster. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. There are schemes. Keep an eye on the region's schemes. If they pass all their stages, they will win the game.
Nice.
Keep an eye on defiance,
I like winning.
because if
Let's try and
their
win.
defiance gets too high, they will rebel and problems will occur.
Our breakfast is delicious.
Chip, I know what we got to do.
Oh boy, this is going to end in
Oh,
tears.
geez.
There's a planning
For the nobles to win, they have to pass 3 stages of this scheme, which will require them to raise and lower different
Different
numbers. Stats. That's the word I was looking for. That my brain
It says
could.
it right there.
Yeah, shut up. And then there's loads of different votes that these chuckleheads are going to take part in that are probably going to screw me over. So
Wait,
that's
chocolate heads.
chuckle, not chocolate.
Oh,
I
it's
wish
even
we
worse.
were chocolate heads.
I absolutely heard chocolate heads, and I'm like, that is such an oddly specific yet strange choice of insult. I need to call it out.
The only person who's going to understand this is Trip, but we're going to Cracker Barrel tonight, and that just reminded me of Cracker Barrel.
It's been a long time since I've been to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, there's one right up the street. Anyway, please continue.
And then, obviously, from the defiance stat, if your defiance stat gets, I think it's above 6, something like that, your kingdom can rebel.
All right.
But
So we know our
Thing.
goal.
if
Yeah.
you have a low military, you're very unlikely to succeed. There are 3 events to do each season. So let's start. So this is the map. You have the coast, so the patricians are down here in the south.
That's me and Trip.
The counts, which is I can show over here. Duck and Anna over here to the east, and Falcon in the north.
And also the west, and also some of the south.
Falcon
Yeah.
everywhere.
And also some of the east.
Yeah.
And then my little bit in the middle. Hi, Goblin. Again, if you want to join in, Goblin, that is perfectly fine. And then we have, like I said, the capital here and the 3 little flags. So let's go to path to victory. The monarch must acquire an heir, complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary.
There's so much information going on.
Winning the game,
I'm
complete
getting
your
into some
ambition
information overload.
before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasury, or stability. This is your monarch. Hello. The main player's character, they appear in most stories, but not all. These are kingdom stats, so authority, treasury, and stability. If any of them hit 0 at the start of the season, the game ends. These are the region stats. So you have trade, farming, military, faith, and defiance.
Defiance.
And these.
So we're
are all-
leading in trade and faith. That's boring.
That's boring.
If defiance is both higher than authority, it's if the defiance is higher than both authority and stability. So at the minute, if you got it to
If the
6
defiance reaches
now,
6.
but if the authority is 4 and the stability is 4, then it would only be 5. For
Yeah,
example,
no, I understand that.
I was explaining for the kids at home. You can scroll through the full list of noble and their wealth here. So you all have 1,000 coin. So the
Based.
auctions might not go very well for you, Falcon.
I want to point out I want to point out, if you go back to that screen,
Mm-hmm.
if y'all want any food, y'all better start listening to us.
Well, if you
See how
want
long you last.
religion, you're gonna have to come to us.
Well, the good thing
Oh
about
no,
having
my
faith
pagan
is we've got faith. We can just, have a nice fast.
My military is almost as strong as both of yours combined.
Well, have you considered
Shut
this,
up.
Anna? We lead in trade, so if you want to give us food, you have to come. If you want to trade any food, you have to come through us anyway.
Guys, let's all be civil about this. We
No,
want to make the Emperor's
I
life
refuse.
count. We
Hold on.
have means.
What are we doing? This is what the monarch wants us to do, is fight amongst
Infighting.
ourselves.
Loves it.
Let's target and just not give the capital anything.
God damn it.
Yeah, basically,
Unless the
down.
capital gives us what we want, whatever we
Yes.
decide we want.
Anyway, the Spymaster has come to me. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You are new, unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. These fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. Better kings than you have been toppled by their
I think
treacherous
you're talking about
nobles,
yourself
Your
there, Dio.
To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror, having a military goal. As a peacekeeper with a stability goal. As greatest king who ever lived with an authority goal. As the father of the nation with a farming goal. Architect of a new golden age through trade, or as a saint
Well,
through
delicious
faith.
if you're
Well,
wondering.
fuck faith to begin with.
Wow.
I agree. It's like the sound of this monarch.
Think very carefully, Dio. This first choice will set the tone of the entire game, and you know
I-
this.
I will go full Age of Empires 2 on your ass.
So
I will go full civilization, hire Gandhi, and throw nukes at you.
So pretty much what this is if I go authority or stability, I need to keep that above a certain level. With the military, trade, or farming, I need across the board. So, for example, farming is currently at 14. I will need to get it to, say, 15 and keep it there by the end of X amount of time. I don't remember how long it is. Same with trade, for example. So, looking, my highest stat at the minute would be military. So, fuck it. Military. A warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
So, Zoe, looks like we might end up getting a bit bullied. Just a tad.
Real quick, just to interrupt really quick. Goblin, do not let what other people say you can or cannot do influence yourself. Because if that was the case, I would not be here right now.
I don't think a lot of people who do streaming or videos in any way, shape, or form would be, because there are many
Yeah,
people.
you'd be fine. You're cis hair and you're white. Shut up.
You do what you want to do,
Yeah.
and those people who are talking shit about you can go
Go
to
get
hell.
bent.
And if you need a family, you got one right here. Anyway, please continue.
Hey.
Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. This is a player who has bought the game. They can set
Yes,
custom
hello.
outfits. It's a falcon. She's
Oh, I
falcon.
like it.
It's,
Good
Big
looking-
Pockets Falcon.
Good luck in the.
£4.
I also wanted to be known for any streamers who are watching, or any players that are watching my stream. I did pop up a thing where you can see how, like, what's going on my side as well.
Ah.
I don't
So-
know.
I did wonder about that.
Yeah,
It's
so just
nothing at the minute. Got it.
this is what I'm seeing.
just covering Falcon's face because you can.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't make it too small.
I'm starting to think I should have bought the game so that way I could control the game through the game client.
I don't know if that's a thing.
It just says through the website that you can connect through Steam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
I just
So
linked
this
my
is just
Steam account.
always a nightmare to stream, I suppose.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Oh no, my stream, no!
wait, what's happened?
I accidentally clicked into Chrome and I had my stream overlay on.
no!
Oh.
So it just did the infinite boxes.
Oh no! Anyway, good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with. Oh, I mean, if it's your character, you might as well feckin' read it yourself.
Thank
Yeah.
you, I guess. Good luck in these days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot.
In honor to finally make your acquaintance, you asshole. May you escape the doom that
Wow.
befell your predecessor.
I mean, you may as well. You could have at least capitalized your name, Anna. Come on.
You don't get that respect.
A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign.
See, Trip's nice.
No wonder you guys get
I-
bullied.
I skipped a line. You started to sit back. Is this what the
Wow.
councillor's like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. And why the fuck am I here?
I
Anyway,
just
my
wanted to give my character a cool voice. Frick you.
No, it was an awesome voice, but
Yeah.
the given
I wanted
line
to
was
talk to
shit.
Dio.
You'll get a chance, probably.
question. Since we have two players that are not the not like the leaders of the areas, would be
Uh-huh.
a good idea to give them speaking parts.
Hey, Zoe, do you want to be the Chancellor?
Not particularly.
Cool. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving you the orders? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't
So we're Romans.
dare. You should pay more attention to your history books, Your Majesty. The nobles are always plotting something. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation! This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past the council vote. Even this. Shall we call the
nobles?
Call the nobles. Yeah, that'd make my reign a lot bit fucking easier, wouldn't it? Choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate this change here. Not all choices that change stats have these indicators, and they do not show the region that will be affected.
I still love you. It's just really hard to
These are the
do 3
votes.
screens at a time.
I have some laws that I can make it more in my favor at times, as it were. I think
You
is
can
the
mark
best way
your
to put it.
preferred voting option.
There are more laws that come into effect later on that will give me more options.
It's like you've got like lifelines essentially.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I have a veto once per season, which is obviously the 3 different votes. I can veto an option. So if I really dislike something and it will make everything go to shit, I can say, no, you don't get this fucking option.
You're being a pure chaos, so I'm looking forward to you having this power.
When the vote opens, nobles vote on which choice they want in the browser. The monarch may close the vote anytime after all the nobles have voted or the timer hits 0. So I can say my preferred option, but I'm not going to. So either A, we host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, which costs the kingdom 1,000 money, but raises the stability. Proceed with the religious ceremony that honors the 9th god, which just bumps faith up. Throw the king into the river, which raises stability but lowers authority. That is a very popular option, believe it or not.
I just want to interrupt you. Before you click start vote, I have a question, so
Okay.
just keep reading it then.
A troop shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield, which will raise military but lower authority. What is your option? Question.
So I just want to know what like the strategy is for voting, because I don't really know what the point of voting for one thing over the other is.
So obviously, at the moment, there aren't any goals set.
I
So,
see.
It's just fuck it kind of
It's how do we want to try and attempt to handicap the monarchy before they even begin?
Yes,
I
I
see.
think we should
So-
throw them in the river.
I think we. Well, I know what I'm going to vote for then. If that's okay.
Now-
And then from there, when we move into the next bit, then we'll get little cutscenes between a couple of your characters. Falcon, I don't know who the fuck you're going to talk to.
Oh, delicious.
But
Alright.
it will
Now my brain's ready.
then give each individual council a vote on how
What their
they want
scheme
to
is.
scheme against the monarch.
Right.
Small Victorian boy voice.
Anyway, you have 30 seconds.
So honestly, I think honestly we should do B.
I voted.
Well, I've already voted.
I didn't realize you couldn't change after you pick.
No, it's
Well,
a one.
It also
one shot
announces
kind
who
of deal.
votes where.
Yeah, I guess.
He needs authority.
So
Yes.
I'm going for a swim. Cool.
I was
Get
just
your floaties.
well. The reason I said that is that obviously the king doesn't like faith, and it works in our favor.
But I also
Yeah, I just wanted to bleed money.
Fair enough.
I just wanted
specifically
to
the
throw them in
king's money.
Sorry, I just have to reply to an important message to my mother. I'm going for a swim. This shows which stat has changed and by how much. I got an achievement. So stability is 6 in civil, and the authority is now 4, which is dubious. It is decided the king will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nose robes. The nobles pick you up, carry out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When
We
you
never
climb
said
back up-
shallow water.
Yeah.
When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward, places a crown upon your head. It is your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles.
It is not your imagination.
No.
No.
By the way, I want to point out on the left-hand side where it says trade, farming, military, faith, defiance, you can see what the crown is focusing on with the little crown icon next
Yes.
to military.
And when we get to your targets, it will give you indicators on there as well of what you're aiming to do.
Okay.
Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking End Season. Ding! Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. Chiefs of the North meet Nut. Who wants to read for Nut?
Chiefs of the North!
Nice.
We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Dietor. How do we
King
make that
Dietor?
happen?
King. I just want to point out that it's not Falcon who is going to be the claimant at
Yeah.
this point.
Oh, why do I want to be
Oh,
the one on the
crap.
throne?
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna get stabbed in the back.
For some odd reason, I thought that was our. Do you want to do the voice for Canut?
Canut.
Canute?
Canute.
I don't mind at this point.
Okay.
But
Falcon.
past that,
So,
okay, I have
Falcon
no goal.
has Subterfuge, which is lower stability, Prophecy, which is raised authority, or Hornblower, which is lower all the faith in total. You have 14 seconds.
Think
10.
I go with this.
Hey, Trip.
Yo.
If you have your own person who wants the throne, can I do the voice for him? I just thought of a really funny joke.
Okay.
All right, just based off of what Dietor said earlier.
All right.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it'll be... So, when we get to the counts, it'll be you and Duck, and when we get to the patricians, it'll be Trip and Zoe.
Oh, yeah.
The chiefs plan to dig up Old Held's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all religions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons, which it already is.
Good job, Falcon.
Glad we're working on that one.
Oh, who the fuck is Iveka?
Duck, do you want to do Iveka?
Sure. My fellow counts, In ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Deitor wears a crown. Oh, we have stuff.
Ooh.
So you have Doppelganger, which is have the lowest defiance,
Oh.
Intimidation, which is raising everyone else's defiance, or Possession, lower your own defiance.
What are
fucking
you
defiance
thinking?
based.
I have no idea. I don't understand what defiance means.
Defiance is
5 seconds.
Pick one.
Raise others. B. Go B.
defiance. It's how
I mean,
like
that's the most fun.
grumpy they are with the monarch.
The monarch and
Oh,
like
right.
dissatisfied.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and also
putting
it's the
it-
funniest one by far.
So you need to raise everyone else's defiance
Uh-huh.
just higher than yours. The Count plans to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must distract the spy master. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise other regions' defiance to a combined total of at least 6, or ensure other regions begin a rebellion in 4 seasons.
That'd be a piece of cake.
Is it bad that my first instinct was like, so what it sounds like is we have to be great so that way they suck. Like, we have to be super great with the monarchy so that way purple bottoms out. Or we can all just screw over Deitor.
Do you
Which
wanna
sounds
do this one, Trip, or?
I was gonna say you can. Up to you.
Wait, let Anna. Anna has Anna.
Let
Alright,
Anna
alright,
says
go
Anna
for
in the
Anna.
third person. Go for it.
Oh,
Patricians of the coast.
God
My
damn it.
citizen is
Thank you for gifting a sub to another friend of the channel, Dig and Hide.
Something must be
That
done.
actually
And
makes
you're
us
not allowed
pass
to do the
our
voice anymore.
The
our
chipmunks are
sub goal
back.
for Brotato stream.
So
So
you
do that
have-
next week.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Monopoly,
Dozer.
which is raise your own trade, which,
Oh.
I mean, that's a fucking
Yeah.
good start.
Yep.
Conspiracy, which is lower the treasury, or corruption, which is lower the overall authority.
So do we want?
I'm thinking A probably,
I
right?
think so too.
Yeah, let's just do it.
no, that's
That's
a
really
hard
easy.
choice.
Also, I feel like I
Well-
should call this out. I've been someone on my side of the stream has gifted 2 subs during the King of the Castle stream, which means I have, for the first time on Twitch, passed a sub goal.
Hey!
Sorry, Shatar. I don't know how to pronounce your name. We're not doing it. Sorry, Trip. Well done. We're not hosting this through Twitch. We are doing a private game at the minute, but stick around and watch. Have fun, etc.
You're really good at this, Theo.
Yep, I know. Shut up. So you need to raise your trade to Patrician's plan to privatize this entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry to advance their scheme. Patrician, oh fuck off! The Patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons.
Ah, yeah.
You can review the schemes and their claimants here. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. The
That's
vote
great.
is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats and your heir, if you have one.
I want to point out, Nut and Ivica are embittered like step people, and then Nestor's just questionable claimant.
So let's end this season and cry because some of your goals are fucking sorted already.
Oh,
I
wow,
did want
the
to
North.
just acknowledge the fact that I like the one person representing the North, and I'm also the furthest north person in this entire in the game as well,
Oh,
Ah,
that's true.
Yeah.
geographically.
Anyway, let's go for the capital first, and then we'll go and do the stuff in the north. Now that you are king, you need personal protection. Why? I could plunge my sword into your heart right now. Could I not?
I'd like to see you
I love his eyebrows, by the way.
Try. Is it your imagination, or does your marshal stifle a wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the patricians offer their greatest gladiators, champions of the arena. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about Northern
So
Warriors.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry. Ask the
I
question.
want to point out, if you go with the counts, we are not looking to overthrow you. Okay? We are going to be working with you to make sure that you have a stable, you have ultimate authority over all the lands that you own.
Anyway, being in Oaks
Bit
with
late now.
and no manners, they'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all. I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honourable and in a fight, unbeatable. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Gang of lowborn crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? And the foreign mercenaries, a band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. Why do they tongue twist me so much? They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will be considered an insult to all regions. Boop. I picked the North.
Did you pick the North?
North?
Interesting.
Intriguing.
Very interesting.
We're now aloof.
Aloof.
The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. The swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing, roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints.
I mean, what do we expect from somebody who is just completely unfit for the throne, to bring in people who are completely unfit to be in that environment?
A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors.
So I can either go, hey, we're going to help, or go, deal with it yourself. Let's see what we can do now. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the North, but surely they will vote with compassion, ?
Ooh.
So we can send financial aid, which will lower defiance in the chiefs, which it's 0 anyway, so that won't do feck all. Spend my money and raise Falcon's personal wealth. Instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for the lost, which will raise defiance, I'm thinking just Falcon's territory, but lower faith in Falcon's territory. Again, it's 0 anyway. Or there is nothing to be done. And I'm not going to veto yet. So, we'll see what happens.
So, what do we want to do for our blue friends?
Well, I feel like Falcon's goal is to lose all faith, so option B is considerable.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
also not
say,
necessary.
Trip,
I
for you
put
and me,
politics.
option B is clearly the best option.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh.
I mean, the thing is, too, is like,
Oh wow.
it's going to be vetoed.
Falcon wanted money.
And I also wanted Dio to lose a lot of money.
Fair.
Because this is good, Trip, this is good for us because this hurts both of their goals. It doesn't affect us at all.
I'm trying to keep up. This is a lot for my little brain this morning.
So
That I just want to point this out. That actually helps our goal.
Yeah.
What was your goal? Wait, no, but Faith was...
Defiance.
Raise other people's defiance.
Oh, I thought yours was to lower everyone's
I think my
defiance. I
sub
don't remember.
No, it's every other person's defiance. So even if it was everybody's defiance,
Ah!
it would have helped.
Wait,
us.
sorry, my stream broke again. Thank you,
no.
the anonymous gifter, for 5 gifted subs. That also broke my.
Oh,
It
wow.
popped up.
wow.
It popped up over my Discord, which kind of broke everything for a second. Thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh man, bro, we are not doing public games right now. We're learning the game first, and then we
Thank you for
should
giving
be opening it up
subs
to
Sherpy,
to
Techie
everyone else
Lemon,
as well.
Season Aces,
But stick around, watch us
Roji
be
Potato,
idiots,
and my
then
good friend
we will
V
get Twitch
Galaxy.
involved.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately,
We have to know what we're doing first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the
Thank you
Archbishop
so
decides to
much.
take the opportunity as a memorial to blame the disaster on the victims,
Oh, let me
claiming
get
the
the
Ninth
display
God has
capture working
punished
again.
the North for their pagan ways.
There we go.
The North is now cordial, and their faith can't go any lower. They don't God anyway.
We don't
Yeah,
believe in that god anyway. What?
Freaking teared up.
I'm
Thank
just gonna point
you.
out, this is this really feels like it's based in America. Anyway, moving on.
The Chiefs are furious, understandable.
Thank you so much.
And they're also low on
It took me a
lumber.
bit to notice it because I can't see my
Do it
chat's
over there.
borked.
Oh look, it's Countess Duck.
Huzzah! Your Grace,
Oh, thank you so much, Anonymous.
will you
Gipsy.
tell these superstitious chiefs to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople.
Falcon.
I've told you 1,000 times, Countess. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all.
Y'all, I'm
go
speechless. Holy
logging
crap.
there.
I'm trying to participate in the game as well, but
But you sold us a
Thank
logging
you.
contract and said contract has no exclusions for hauntings.
So Anna and Duck lost 300 gold, and Falcon gained 300 gold.
Falcon.
I say you got scammed.
Your Grace, the chiefs can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments.
Yeah.
Some choices have uncertain outcomes called challenges. These can either be random or based on a stat. The percentage shows the chance of success. So, the counts have a contract, and they may go logging, which is a 40% chance of trade somewhere going up or down. Who cares? Let them harvest the lumber, but share the proceeds with the chiefs, which again,
Proceeds.
how did I say?
Proceeds.
Proceeds. It's the key of proceed, as you know. Brain, again, 40% and trade. Turn the forest into a joint eastern northern hunting reserve. Defiance for someone will go up, and authority for me will go down.
Ooh.
I assume it'll go up for both the north and the east.
I don't know yet. Fence the area off to make sure no one goes near it, which is a 50-50 gamble on authority. Let's go!
So I want to say let's end this amenably, and why don't we do a joint, because that will definitely it'll be good vibes for all of us, right? Like we won't be fighting anymore. That's
raising defiance.
It is definitely keeping everybody nice and happy.
What are we doing,
And
Zoe?
Just vote your heart. I don't know what the...
Ooh, fitty split.
so is it
So
just
the-
going to be those two?
Yeah, so I get to pick which of these I prefer.
That's fun.
Oh no, we
Which
accidentally
is-
helped.
How do you want... Oh.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is-
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
fuck you.
that's good for us because we didn't. Yeah. Oh, that's very good for us
There
actually
we
because
go.
we don't want our defiance or the North defiance to
What
go
a
high.
shame. The authority challenge failed, so it didn't go up or down.
Y'all did this.
And your defiance went up.
This actually
yeah.
Did this end up being a net positive for everyone?
Nope.
Well, except
Except
for
for
the
the
East.
Except the east.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Your goal is to have the least defiance, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Everyone else's
Oh,
defiance
everyone
has to be
else's
above
more.
6.
Everyone
Okay.
else's, and ours went up.
Yeah.
You could have gotten lucky there. That could have been the right
I
call.
know.
You just got
I
screwed
know.
over by RNG.
Duck said, but my lumber,
What's-
I paid for that.
Can you remind me how much faith the North need? What's their exact goal again?
12.
Less than 12.
Okay, and ours is and we want to get our own trade 5 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good.
But it doesn't end. Illegal logging camps pop up near the ancient grove, and the chiefs are forced to station soldiers in defense.
Ooh.
And Falcon loses a dot of military. Countess denies any involvement, to no one's surprise.
That's
That
wonderful.
is the end of the season.
Duck, good job.
Nobles can now use their wealth to bid on, I want to make sure Doug is back before we do this, to bid on any building in any region, each of which affects a stat. This is done through an auction where only the two most funded buildings are chosen. When the auction is open, nobles can fund through the browser in increments of 100.
Okay.
When you're ready, hit start auction to begin the auction. So we have the cathedral, which boosts faith. Again, I'm not sure if this is across the board.
I think
Or-
it's because it's under the chiefs. It would increase my
Oh,
faith.
so it would
Also, it
increase
does say at
Falcon's faith.
the top of the thing, it does have the blue border around the effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's
So if you build the monument, my authority will go up. If you build the observatory, the count's faith goes down. Fab, we're not doing it through Twitch. We're doing a private game. The counts have a thieves guild where trade will go down. The Grand Bazaar, where trade will go up, and a stadium where the patricians' military will go down. Duck, are you here?
I am indeed.
Let's get auctioning. You have
Alright.
a minute.
Trip. We want the bazaar, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna put some money into that to start.
I think we should put some money into the Thieves Guild, honestly.
Oh, I accidentally clicked it 4 times.
What would what would
That's
ring
fine.
trade do for us,
So it's the two most highest funded that get.
Yeah. So
Oh,
as it stands, there's 2 buildings that are funded, and there's 2 buildings getting built. So if, for example, Falcon wanted something else,
My
Oh,
extra
something
money
else.
that I got from
The
other people.
Yeah.
money's been put into the observatory, so now it's observatory and Grand Bazaar.
I mean, you guys have somewhere near a grand to play with, so you got 12 seconds.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 3
Have
grand,
another
so-
200 gold in the
There we
bazaar.
go. Yeah.
But Doug
Uh,
hasn't put any money anywhere yet.
No. Save them
So
my money.
looks like my shaky hand accidentally clicking it multiple times turned out to be a good thing.
So the buildings that get funded are the Grand Bazaar. So the patricians' trade goes up by 1. Biggest funder there was Trip, and the Thieves Guild, where the Thieves Guild where the Count's trade goes down.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand why you wanted that.
I thought that was just overall it went down across the board.
No, we said
No.
He tried to screw us over.
Oh,
And,
God, I'm sorry.
I wanted
Sorry.
to get the Colosseum or whatever it was, so
To lower
Zoe's military went down.
My apologies, I misunderstood.
It's fine, we can recover.
It's only 1.
Karma came a knocking.
So we have finding a spouse.
Oh, God.
Let's see how this goes.
Cool.
In the twisty passage of your castle, you can avoid your
Queen
advisors,
Mika!
the nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You better find time, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference?
God!
What?
I love this game.
Oh.
Okay, Pog.
Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential
you
noble
get?
families, women. Just for the first one to make it simple.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's not
Dio's a
gay.
filthy fucking hero.
Northern outrage.
I demand the Archbishop apologize for insulting us at the Avalanche Memorial the other month. We may worship different gods than the rest of you, but we are all citizens of the same kingdom. We deserve respect.
So we can sack the Archbishop and replace him with one of those who keep his mouth shut, which will fuck with defiance, lower stability, and increase faith. Order the Archbishop to apologize, which is 40% to do something with authority. Stay silent on the matter, which will lower defiance, lower faith, and raise authority. Declare the Archbishop has the King's full support, which will affect with defiance, lower faith,
I
and
kind
raise
of want to do
stability.
the bottom one, just to kind of mess with everyone
Are you
else.
gonna do anything?
I'm gonna No, it's the. I have another vote.
It's just a fun one.
Do you want to veto this one, though?
Chaotic.
I'm gonna regret my decision.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting veto choice.
Huh. Very.
Not what I expected you to veto at all.
Oh, wait, we can't choose that one now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's what veto is.
I thought it just vetoed the old vote.
Well, I demand an
Oh.
apology.
I think, just to keep things spicy for everyone involved, random defiance changes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, it'll be a random
It doesn't
defiance
matter,
change
but
at
I'm going to
Fallon.
vote against that.
Voting has closed. everyone has declared that the Archbishop gets the King's full support. So Falcon's Defiance has gone up to 4.
Yeah, there it is.
The Patrician's Faith has dropped to 4. The East has dropped to 3. The Defiance in the East is 1.
Sure.
The Defiance in the coast is 1. The East is 3, and my stability is 7.
Oh,
On the
no,
other hand,
that-
priests throughout the rest of the kingdom praise your name in their sermons.
Oh no, I mean this kind of helped Purple and us, so it's not the end of the world. I think. Sorry, Zoe, if I did screw things up.
Everything's
It was
going wrong
funny.
in the north.
All right.
Your Highness, I've received reports of logger bandits holed up in camps inside my ancient grove. I've sent patrols, but my people are too afraid to approach the cursed trees. No doubt they're under Countess Duck's command. We must order her to pull the loggers out, lest they anger the tree spirits that dwell there.
Wait a minute, that's just an accusation.
Jacques.
Wait, it still says it's Falcon.
Yeah, no, this is Falcon.
Oh, that's weird.
But this
No,
should
that's-
be.
This is Duck.
This is
Oh.
a duck line.
This is
That
mine?
is that is a duck
Oh.
line, because I'm accused
By
of
the
duck
blood of the
logger.
dead, you have no proof the loggers are mine. Stop wasting the council's time. Oh,
So
Oh.
we hire mercs who aren't afraid of the trees, which will kill the treasury.
can
Lower
never kill the treasury.
defiance in the chiefs and pull 300 out of Falcon's Wells. Send the spy master, which will do something, probably. Set fire to the forest and smoke them out, which will lower stability, raise defiance, raise fells, and also
Faith.
take money out of Falcon's pocket. What did I say?
Felth.
Fells.
You'll burn down my ancient groves? How dare you?
yes.
Or let them
Awesome.
be the grove is not important, which will raise Duck's wealth. Or it might
Yeah,
be Duck's
probably.
wealth. It's,
It
it's
could
either-
very well raise my defiance further.
and it will raise Falcon's Defiance even higher.
Austin,
Trip,
Is
I
it
think
that
we
my
should go
gut
for
instinct
A.
is mercenaries?
Austin.
I think
We-
I think D is the best here, just because it raises Duck's wealth.
But Austin.
But
Just
also-
Duck's
I
wealth.
think
I don't
because
mind taking the hit. So long
Trey,
as we can
because-
get these
Yeah, that's true.
because
12.
Falcon voted A, I think we should vote A.
I agree.
9, 8,
I agree.
7.
You
But
all.
Austin.
Also, I kind of like the idea of just making Falcon spend money.
Yeah.
And the kingdom spend money.
It made
don't
it
know.
go.
What
It's money
you
I
have
stole
done.
from the counts earlier.
So
That's
you
absolutely
guys
fine.
voted to hire the mercenaries who aren't afraid of some trees.
Also, the mercenaries might be from the green, and that might be good for us.
So I lost 1,200 gold, and the
Hey.
North's Defiance is now 2.
You're
You hire
also
a
aloof!
You hire a costly but well-regarded mercenary band from the coast known as the Wings of Kyler, I presume. They waste no time chasing the loggers who are ill-equipped for warfare out of the ancient grove. Not long after, Countess Duck is forced to sell a few family heirlooms to keep herself afloat after undisclosed business loss. Purely coincidental, she assures you.
What?
Yeah, I thought it would be Falcon that'd spend the money, but nope. It was
Damn it.
Quackers.
I don't agree with anything that just happened.
We should have done arson.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
now-
before
Oh.
I think that's the one and only time I've ever gone, you know what? Let's not arson. And I almost regret it.
So
Tax!
now- tax time! You may collect
Oh.
a common tax, which is just 200 to my money, or target a specific region, which will raise defiance.
Probably
before-
off that region.
But before you pick me, because that seems
Falcon.
like the obvious choice, remember everyone else has effectively double the money I do. So really, I'm
What?
about the same as Zoe and Trip. Damn it.
Wait, did you take that?
Dio, it's the fucking. They want to raise Falcon's defiance.
But it's
Wait,
okay,
who did
Zoe.
you
Right
take
now,
that from?
everyone is winning.
Ah,
No, everyone bar the counts are winning. Because they need 6.
Oh,
a
they need
combined
6
score of
defiance.
yeah.
A combined
goodness.
They need
6.
that. Yeah.
I thought you just needed less than everyone else.
No,
No.
we're the only one. We're the only ones that need it raised. Everybody else is already completed their first steps, so we should be working to lower it.
Gotcha.
I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. And to have a partner for life to have and to hold. I suppose, but the alliance comes first. Thanks, Mother. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth.
I love how instead of bringing the women,
It's
she's just like, here's a picture.
Here's
It's like
3
medieval
women
Bumble.
photos. There's no time for your sentiment. Just need a match that befits your station and suits
I feel
your
like someone
political
else
needs.
should be voicing Queen Mother for comedic effect.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the
And
only
I
one that
feel
hasn't
like-
really had a line, Zoe.
That is true, but also I feel like it should be Anna. Because that's
Why?
really funny.
She whisks away the cloth
Alright,
from
alright.
the first portrait.
I'll do it.
This is Hilda, firstborn daughter of the Northern Falcon Clan. Apparently, she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when she comes out of her shell. I've heard she spends most of her time playing cards or making wagers with friends and hangers-on. They say she's popular with the common folk up north, too. This is Sylvia. Marry her. The eldest daughter of the Eastern...
Fuck.
Hold on.
I feel like the mother is biased in some way.
The eldest daughter of the Eastern Annalee dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for a portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. She went missing a while ago, but turned out she accidentally locked herself in her cellar. Survived on wine for a week, so she drinks as much as you do.
Annoyingly, I kind of like that.
I know.
And finally, from the coast, we have Octavia, the wealthy heiress to Lady Patrician Zoe's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous. And apparently she's got a silver tongue, too.
Ouch.
Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. There was also a scandal recently where she was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it.
Ow, my voice.
Keep going.
What do you think? Of course, by picking Annalee's candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
I've made my decision.
Well, which of them do you fucking want to marry and hurry up?
Who did you pick?
The East. Purple.
Oh,
Excellent.
bitch.
I'll make the arrangements.
I have
Oh,
just
the
handed. Yeah, the Defiance. It will change because we've still got 2 more things to deal with.
Ow. This is why I have a fucking voice change.
That
The Eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Highness. I can still feel it in my bones.
Not your bones.
My bones!
you counts don't know the meaning of the word cold.
Oi, it's pretty cold out here, you know?
Thanks for the follow, Brainiac.
This is exactly how people from Minnesota talk to people from Florida.
Your Grace, this is no joke.
I found the secret is layers.
It's not just about me. In the east, the river's frozen and people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, that's a bit
Sure.
hard to believe.
Well, back
have
then,
you
they
considered it
didn't
might have
have
been a
hot
skill
water.
issue?
Back then, they didn't have fingers.
Back then, they didn't have skill issues.
Sorry, Brainiac, we're not doing a public game at the minute, but that will be later. So stick around, watch us be idiots, and join in from there.
I changed
this
the
is most of
title.
our
I
past
changed
guys.
the
I'm sorry.
title of
Hello.
my recording so that people would stop asking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Another anonymous gifter gifted another 10 subs.
Damn.
Jesus.
Hey, Trip, could you potentially give a
Yeah,
shout out to the
send them
channel
all.
AHNALE?
I'm sorry. I might cry. Forgive me.
And
This is
well
awesome.
done, Trip. Well done,
I've been
Trip.
given more money today than I've made it this year.
But
That's really cool, Trip. Good
Yeah.
for
That's
you.
awesome.
we're
Wait,
happy
that-
for you, Trip.
that deserves a round of applause.
Hey!
Which is the one that is? Which round of applause have you got with the line in the middle of it? Play that one.
Thank you, Anonymous Gift.
Is it a round of applause, or is it the crowd cheering?
Josicorn, Dogminer, SoundCloud, Rainbow Bard,
Wait, where's the crowd cheering?
Devoted to Mercy, Mercury, Arden Slade, Rocket
Boo,
Wing It,
that's-
Falcon, Fire
Aw.
Floor, and Crew Oasis.
No, I don't. It's just.
Oh my god.
It's just a cheer, I think.
I am at a
Oh,
loss
okay.
for
I thought
words.
you had a cheer and some guy shouted something in the middle.
We
of
did
it.
have
No, that's
a
Boo.
10
Everybody
sub
listen to
goal
Boo
that
very
was in the
quickly.
Discord, but it's not on here. I'll see if I can find it
That's not
again.
what my dog
I
sounds
am
like.
just holy cow.
It
Thank
did
you
cut
so
it
much.
off. Oh.
Thank you.
No,
Oh
right,
my
can we
god.
Somebody
vote?
screaming,
What's
I suck
happening?
in it.
Go through
Anyway,
the options.
clap, clap, clap. Well done, Trev.
Thank you.
We can
Love you, Trev.
either send food to build eastern stockpiles, which will slaughter the treasury, lower defiance in the east, and raise farming.
But it does mean we have pizza.
Send northern troops to clear the snow and ice, which has an 80% chance of cutting Falcon's military. Order the chiefs to send any surplus food, which has a 30% chance to affect their farming. Or leave the camps to deal with it, which will raise their defiance and kill their farming.
We don't
I
have
think we
any
need to-
stakes in any of these, Trip.
Not really.
Well, actually, we want the counts to just deal with it because
No,
it's
what we want is we
Insurrection
want
Defiance.
order the chiefs to send any surplus food.
Nah.
No.
Because this fight literally has no effect on anything else y'all are doing. You just are going to screw
Yeah,
us,
it doesn't
God
actually
damn it.
affect any of
Oh
us.
yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
for the sake of future working together, I'm casting my vote for C.
Hey!
I'll do the same
Oh.
thing.
Thank you.
Thanks for the sub, Brainiac!
We will work with you.
Woo! I need to adjust some of these. And enough so
I'm gonna cry. I'm starting to cry again.
yeah.
Glad I didn't have face cam
so-
today. I almost did. I actually am all showered
The
and
chiefs
shaved
gather
and
vast amount of
in fact,
food from
I'm
their
all-
own harvest and load it onto
all
wagons. It's tricky business
prettied
rolling them
up.
into the east, but people are delighted. So the north succeeded their farming challenge, which had a 30% because they have a farming of 3. The east are now loyal, and farming is now abundant.
Yeah, we're completely loyal.
Counts and peasants are like hole up in their homes, comfortable until the winter passes.
Thank you, kingly person.
Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north.
Stop bringing it up.
Vaguely. Or,
I've only
I won't-
mentioned it every
Trauma
single.
dumping.
or I
I've only
won't
mentioned
lie.
it every
gosh, I am
month this
just-
year. It
Or I
happened in
won't lie.
spring.
Still, sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. The avalanche uncovered an ancient.
But,
oh,
hang
sorry,
on.
Frank.
Hey!
Hey,
Don't you put
sorry.
words in my mouth? The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return.
Idiots.
Oi.
So we can send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins, send a team of scholars from Quail University, or steal the tomb, which will raise presumably the chief's defiance.
Yeah.
Well, then it doesn't matter because none of these do anything.
I think they have effects in the long run, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
My gut says scholars.
Yeah.
My gut
Knowledge
says my
people.
warriors can do this.
I'm gonna vote for.
Scholars.
I'm just gonna vote for A. I'm just gonna go with my heart.
I feel like if we send the warriors, they're gonna break things.
Yes, but it's our ancestral tombs.
And
Yeah.
I feel like if you send the warriors, at some point your military will go down, Falcon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also a
Maybe.
possibility.
A team of scholars are sent forth to investigate, accompanied by a few officers of the watch to ensure their safety. You hope to hear back from them soon.
Dot, dot, dot.
That's not ominous at all, is it? I have a new
The law.
law, which alters how voting is run.
Oh, that's fun.
I can adopt one new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 to use. So I can
Oh,
mark
so you
my...
can get a different lifeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
I can vote for more and then swap them out, I think. So I can have my iron choice, which will... I can mark my preferred option, and if it's chosen, I gain 1 authority. If the nobles vote for a monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. And I can stop the count. The timer is set to 15 seconds, and the vote will end automatically once the timer is up. I'm going to go for that one.
So we get
Why
the
not?
vote.
I thought Golden Choice was a great idea.
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Mutually beneficial for
Which one
everyone,
did-
including you.
Yeah,
I
but
wish
stop
it
the
would-
count is
Don't get any
funny.
money out of that.
I wish it would be more like it would show a little bit better what you chose.
Yeah, I to this point, I have no idea what you've chosen at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
should. Yeah, you need to read out your choices as you make them.
Yes, please.
I thought I did.
You
No,
have
it
not.
doesn't. You just said that one's funny, and then it doesn't tell us what you
Sorry.
picked.
Anyway, so now we have a new baby, the scholar's return, or the royal wedding. Your wedding to Sylvia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a
Sounds
week
like
and
a
a
wedding.
day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sylvia at your side. I changed my mind. I can't do this and just fuck.
Hold on. I
Or,
was actually going to do a voice.
Still can.
And I
I
pronounce
pronounce you king and wife.
Oh God.
Did
That's
you summon
terrifying.
Satan for
Thank
the
you, Vader.
ceremony?
which lowers everyone's defiance.
God damn it.
Yes.
Oh, you!
Nice.
Oh my god.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Sylvia,
is
refuses
great.
to dance, preferring to brood in the corner. So my
Oh, that's
stability
incredible.
and my authority have gone up by one.
Dia
and
has a very
everyone's-
stable kingdom.
Yeah!
For now.
Everyone's
Yeah.
defiance has gone down. By the time you find yourself alone with Sylvia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Just wait
Did
and
you
see.
see the 8 crows perched on the church tower?
I can't understand a word you're saying.
I don't. I hate
can't make
it
out
so
words.
much.
Sorry, doing that high pitched voice hurts.
Would
But
you
you
like
don't.
to phone a friend to the voice actor in the call?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen.
I like that voice. That's a nice
I'm
voice.
sure
That's
there's
nice.
nothing
That's
to
nice.
worry about. Your words don't seem to sink in, and instead she bursts into tears.
So, Dia, how does it feel to be married to Trip?
Wait, hold on! No!
Hold on, we
You
need
can't
to
do this to me, anonymous gifter. I'm supposed to be crying! Now I'm crying the other guy! God damn it! Anonymous gifter has gifted another 16 tier 1 subs.
Oh my
Holy
god.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh,
What the frick?
congratulations.
I'm
So how
crying!
does it feel?
Congratulations,
How does it
Trip.
feel for you to have over 30 subs past your goal?
I am
Damn.
speechless. I am shedding real tears.
Aw.
That's awesome. I'm so
Everyone, everyone
very
following
fitting that,
all of our
I'm
streams,
sorry.
make
Okay.
Trip cry more.
No, it's okay. It's very funny that right as it said Sylvia burst into tears, that alert came through on my phone, and I shed more tears.
Oh.
Love you, Trip.
Love you guys too. Anyways, I'm supposed to be
What
talking. Right idea. They get married for love, not politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner.
So I can say, somehow I doubt you'd actually enjoy being poor. Your life's not so bad, or they're there. We're both in this together.
I think you know what you have to pick.
Thank you,
There,
Anonymous
we're both
Gifter,
in
for
this
gifting a
together.
sub to
No,
Anna Lee,
that's
who's in
not
the
what
call
I
with
meant.
us, Joe Adult Man.
I clicked it anyway. You comfort Sylvia long into the
Moogie,
night, listening as she expresses
Dr.
her doubts and
Handsome,
fears.
Drop
As dawn
Voltage,
breaks, she falls asleep on
Playtronics,
your shoulder.
Miss TW, Actual
Ah.
Goblin, as for Sirius,
if you mess
hello,
this
as for Sirius,
relationship
welcome.
up, I will
Loader
ask.
7000, Cyberhouse. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Finally!
Ranchers,
Finally!
Zycrypt. Are you serious? Welcome. We're
What's
playing
up, bitch?
King of the Castle with Diator Productions, and I'm crying because we are
So
30
I got
subs
some
over the
great
sub goal.
news from my mates in the coast. How you doing?
Oh my god.
A
What a
fucking
scream.
baby's been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9, a fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion.
So,
Question:
Oh my gosh.
Has the number 9 got a line under it telling you it's a number 9? Because it might be a number 6.
That's an
That's
excellent
true.
question. It
That's
might
true.
be the beast.
Yeah.
turn the baby upside down, innit?
Turn the baby upside down, make sure it ain't son of Satan.
Oh, now what we need to do is we need to find a baby with a 6 birthmark, and then we can make the funny weed number.
96.
That's not the weed number.
The king will send his blessings. The king has no time for peasant brats.
Holy shit.
Give the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine, or send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real.
I'm sorry,
So
the
brings up-
Inquisition.
Spanish-
Spanish
brings up-
Inquisition?
Zoe brings up a really good point because we need to make sure this is real before we weigh a bounty of gold, of jewels and fine wine.
I don't.
Gotcha, trap.
No, you just want defiance,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yes, of course we do. You've got your
By the way,
gold, Falcon's got their
seriously,
gold.
Yeah.
it's a hard
I believe
thing.
it.
I'm
We've
trying to
got
go
our
back and
gold.
forth between
Have we
chat
been
as much as I
on your
can,
goal at all?
but I have
Yes.
one computer
No,
screen
we
and I'm trying to
haven't. We
look
haven't
at
done
4
once.
different things
You haven't had the
for
option
this very
to.
complicated game, but I hope you're
Exactly.
doing well.
That's
Enjoy your
the
gifted
same
That
sub.
doesn't
Use all my
prove
lovely
anything, Anna.
chat
If you had
emotes.
the option, I'm sure you would have at least considered it.
Well, considered yes, but acted no. There's a completely different thing on both of those.
Hear us out. All we want is for Dio to fall.
Yes,
That's all we want.
and if we have 3
Wait,
working
Dio's
schemes,
gonna veto. It'd be really funny if he vetoed D.
If he does, I shall ask.
Oh.
He did see.
He's a
Anyway.
cheapskate king.
Get voting. Jesus
I mean, we could
Christ!
always,
Yeah, we're not-
we could always just vote B.
Yeah, let's just all vote B, because we have
No.
the power to just tell them to go fuck themselves.
listen, we
Yeah.
have helped you out. We have helped you out in the past.
Anna,
We
we're
have no
just
time for
Anna, we're
Actually,
just
so
trying
far
to
we've
make
helped
you
you
guys
out.
the ones that are being bullied, so we don't get bullied. I'm voting
And-
B.
And I will continue to fight you at every fucking turn.
I-
okay?
Trip.
Hey!
Oh, Trip!
I have a reason. It fricks up the stability.
And it
Oh, and their
That
stability
would
is 8.
be.
Oh.
well,
Trip.
what you didn't know is it also screws with your faith.
Faith doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it
I don't give a
does.
shit.
For them,
Hey.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Faith
actually.
Why?
matters for
Well,
me.
for
Our
us,
goal
it does
is
for
faith.
Falcon. I don't give
No,
a
our
shit.
goal's not faith.
Oh,
Our
And the
goal is
lower it
trade.
is, the better. It's already low.
Yeah.
I'll,
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry.
go-
I was
Falcon.
looking at
Falcon.
for some odd reason I was looking at your trade as faith. I don't know.
Were you trying to deceive? I helped you. We're aloof again.
By
Isn't it better?
Your
Isn't it better
Serene
to be
Highness,
aloof?
I assure you, there is no deception going on here, you bitch.
I'll be the judge of that.
Dio?
When the High Inquisitor returns, she is forced to admit that the birthmark is indeed genuine.
It's real.
But her rude questions and threats have turned the local population against her. The coast now hate Faith even more.
Shame.
I don't
So
know.
yeah, I did help you guys.
No.
You helped us.
Actually, you just helped out Blue, whose thing
Yeah.
is to lower everyone's faith.
We
Why
were
am I-
unaffected.
I was completely screwing all this up. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, you were.
This is why I should
Anonymous
have given
gifted
that
another
instead
10
of-
subs! What literal hell
Bizarre
that is
news from the
beneath...
tomb in the north. Your
Thank you for
Majesty.
gifting a sub to
The
Professor
scholars of
Brown,
Wales
Kurai
University
Kagzix,
have
Ask the
finished their
Warrior,
excavation.
Callisto, Aiden,
Not dead.
Jupiter Knox, Nerdy Bird
Inside, they made
Games, Lucky
contact with
This,
an army of warriors
Coco
made
Minx,
entirely from
and
ice.
Jen Ben 10.
Who the
Frozen soldiers
blo-
declared
Oh
their
my
loyalty to King
God,
Bjarnolf
we're at
and asked to
44
be taken
subs out of
Who the
87
blazes is
followers.
King Bjarnolf?
Oh
Wait, is this just a bunch of Captain
my
Americas?
holy God.
Yes, but made of ice.
Anonymous
not just frozen
gifter!
ice.
It's
What
the
is
White
this?
King
I
Bjarnolf
have
died
a-
400 years ago.
I hope
He
you
was a
guys
king
don't mind my
for-
interjections. Another announcement. We officially
Uh-huh.
have more unsubbed than subbed people on my channel.
Oh, wow.
With another 10 gifted subs.
Jesus.
Wow.
Go Trip.
Thank you for convincing me to do King of the Castle today with you, Dio.
So about going to that party trip.
Yeah, I'm unfortunate. I do have to go at in an hour and 15 minutes. I am committed, unfortunately, to that, and I'm a person of my word.
Anyway, Falcon.
King Bjarnolf died 400 years ago. He
Oh
was
my
a king
God,
back when the
thank
North
you
was
so much.
independent. The
I'm gonna
Ice
have to do
Warriors
something
had
awesome.
trouble understanding
We're gonna
this.
have to have a
What do you suggest?
tomorrow. I'm gonna talk in the
Referendum?
Discord.
King
Exclamation mark
Bjarnolf
Discord
is
if any of
interred
you
in
aren't
the
in
Hall of
that.
Heroes in Wintergate.
We'll I'll
If
try
you
and
take them
plan
to see a
something big, a
skeleton,
big cool
perhaps that will
stream to
persuade them that
celebrate
he's dead.
this incredible
A
milestone.
foolish idea. We should break them apart and try to work out the
Oh my
magic that
holy
powers
God.
them.
I love Anna's outfit.
I did not ask you, Easterner.
So we can take the Ice Warriors, which will kill Falcon's farming. Order your scholars to take them apart and see how they work, which will lower Falcon's military and my authority. Seal them in the tomb for good, which will raise Falcon's defiance. Or tell them that the current monarch is King Bjarnolf.
That cannot go well.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
It does
lying
sound
to them.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm
It
going
is
to
funny.
give you 15 seconds. Have fun.
I pick funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
pick
pick-
funny.
What you thinking, Zoe? Funny?
Funny.
Funny it
Funny.
is.
Oh, I wasted my
Well, good luck dealing with that.
When the Ice Warriors are told that their ancient king Bjarnolf still rules the kingdom, they accept it without question. They offer to serve the local northern chiefs as shock troops. They are powerful, dangerous warriors. So I can either order them to march south and swear fealty to me, or allow them to remain under the North's control, which fucks over the East and raises Falcon's military, which is what we're going to do.
Woo.
But isn't your goal to raise your military above everyone else's?
Yes. It is.
No, I just have to get a certain level of military. And
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot
because
what.
Dio doesn't have his own military.
I think
Oh,
Dio
right.
has to get like 14 military across all three of us, something like
Yeah.
that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm at
Yeah.
16.
16?
So that is the end of this season. Northern sages tell of old Hell's Horn, once gifted to the mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again, until now. By all... Oop.
By all the gods, can you believe it? This has been the most bountiful spring in living memory. The grass is green, the sun is warm, even our sheep have given birth in record numbers.
Doesn't
I love
seem
the
like
idea that they're
Scotland.
like individually counting. Oh my God! Anonymous gifted
if
with
no
another
one
5
fags in
gifted
this voice,
subs,
can I do
taking
the
us
small
up to
Victorian voice
49.
Yes.
Sure, perhaps that you
Surgical
should
8.
be a small Victorian boy.
Minecraft Cutie Cat Witch, Dane Lawton, Lily Cappy,
It's
and
the work
Non-Zero.
of the odd
Thank
held,
you
my friend.
very
We've
much.
spent many
Holy-
months beseeching
I am
him,
just-
and
I'm
now he
broken.
has
You've broken me.
rewarded us with the means to overthrow the king's
I am just so
regime.
overwhelmed. Holy crap.
Truly. You mean to say he has pointed us to his horn?
Thank you very
But it's
much.
far to the north, in the ice giant's territory. The frozen wastes.
We'll need it. I'm going to Mr. Poopy Butthole.
I was wondering. I'm
We'll
like,
need a hearty force of heroes to stand any chance of retrieving it.
Well,
For the next stage of the chief scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons.
well,
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 that's easy.
well.
Far in the east, Countess Duck is hosting a dinner party in her castle with a few distinguished guests.
Brave news, Spy
And
Master.
we
Still
have
watching
officially
us like
hit
a fox stalking our
50
hen.
gifted subs
A good thing we are not
with a
hens,
gifted
then.
sub
Mhm.
to Gumby
We are
Scout.
crows.
I'm a
We are
duck.
cleverer
Thank you
than
very
the
much,
fox
whoever
could
this
ever
anonymous
imagine.
gifter is. It might be multiple anonymous
Agreed.
gifters. I have no
Since
idea.
we're clever little crows,
I
let's
am-
continue to look like harmless hens for as long as we can.
We have
Count's
unlocked
aim is to
numerous
raise other regions
sub
to
slot,
vines to a total
emote
of
slots,
at least
which
6,
I will
or ensure
get to work
another
on
region
either making
rebels.
myself emotes or I'll see about getting. I know. Friend of the channel Jessia
In
Bab
a
was
dingy
working on some
seaside
emotes
tavern,
for
2
us.
patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
the coast's economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do
I am in
with.
shock. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But
So
what do
they
I do
both-
with the rest of all this gold?
So you both just got personal wealth.
Yep.
We've got like
Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges. We'll buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first, the king must be in desperate need of our gold.
To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Okay.
Hey, Duck. I
Your
have
Majesty-
an idea.
So, we screwed over the counts. They're still on their first step, whereas the north and the coast are on stage 2.
I'm absolutely down for some green and purple collusion here.
Okay.
That was a
Oh.
sentence. Is
Can
what
they do like the Hulk combo down there or whatever?
Ah,
No,
King Dietor! I've come to
And
ask a
it's not
favor.
you, it's Trip.
King Dietor. I've come to ask a favor.
What? No.
yeah.
I've
You're the
recently
mother.
purchased a
Oh,
very
that's right.
rare reagent for one of my biological studies. A Zycurian black pearl. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from noble patrician Trip.
How convenient.
Could you ask them about it? If you have time, of course.
Of course I'll look into it.
How delightful. Let me know how you fare.
You summon noble patrician Trip to the council chambers to the next day and talk in private.
Greetings, your esteemed highness. What can I do for you?
I hear you have something for my wife, or I need to buy a Zycurian black pearl. I'm gonna say you have something for my wife, because if I offer to buy another one, my money goes down.
Regrettably, I can't give you the black pearl just yet.
Come on, I just want the ship.
These pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment. More than any simple white pearl. And the supply has dried up ever since that merchant vessel sank on the way back from Valimir. My point is, I'm afraid the price that the queen consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item.
Oh, doesn't this suck?
Decisions, King Dietor.
But you had a deal. I'll pay for it, which will gift the Trip and Zoe the thing. Forget it, Sylvia will do it. Or roll the dice and say, just hand me the pearl, or I'll have you locked away for fraud. Yes!
Now, there's no need to be so hasty, your esteemed highness. Perhaps we can work something out with the queen consort.
Sylvia receives the black pearl before the week's end. She's almost pleased with it.
Nice Trip.
And Trip
Even
gets
more
more money.
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 We have so much goddamn money.
Trip's money's at the level mine was when I got taxed.
The elderly
I've
Countess
become the very thing I was supposed to destroy, a rich
Iolanda,
person. In
a cousin
King of the
many times
Castle.
removed, the Countess Duck died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? Why are you telling me this? She was very wealthy, Your Majesty. She could have spent more time on her account. She died without a will, and the nobles were scrabbling for her estate.
Countess Iolanda was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine.
Nice.
Sorry, that's
I
very
legit thought it was just going to say, I wrote to her at least once.
That's so too, but once a year is also
Stupid.
My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family.
Bollocks.
Leave what?
The money.
I'm a
The estate.
relative. By the blood of the dead, that's a pitiful claim.
So, we can give it to Duck.
Yes.
Who and the it might send the patricians.
I'm lagging. I'm having some Discord lag. Hello?
Hello.
You guys hear me
Welcome
alright?
back. So,
Hello.
It will probably send the patricians' defiance up.
Alright, one second.
and
I have
the
to, I have to leave
countdown.
the call, join with my headphones, and come back in. Wait, don't start the vote. I'll be right back. I don't know what's up. My earbuds have been giving me issues lately. I'll hop in the waiting room, VC. And they'll pull me in a second, I'm sure. Let me do this so I hide the thing until I'm back in the VC. Hello? I need to be pulled in. Pull me in, pull me in. Let me... where's my thing? That's the one. I need pull in. Hello. Thank you.
Is vetoed B.
Yeah.
All right, I am re-showing my screen.
Yeah, fuck it.
1 second.
Oh,
I need to make sure everything's still working. There we go. Everything is still working.
okay.
Oh,
okay.
you vetoed me.
So, okay, that's vetoed. So, it doesn't really matter what we do, so we've got to kind of just look at where the vote's going. I think just use our votes to put the least money in the treasury possible.
Yeah, that sounds logical.
Well, hear us out. If you give us the money, give me the money especially, because I want money, we can have you out down the line with removing all the treasury as possible.
Honestly,
What
I'm...
about they give them to the Eastern peasants?
I mean, that would be
Well, I
ideal
want
for us,
money.
but we're not going to be able to vote that in, Falcon, unless you want to vote with me and Trip for C.
Do you really not know how trickle-down economics works? You give the money to the rich people, and obviously the poor people will get it.
I'm
think
honestly...
we should vote and see how it shakes out.
Anyway, go.
Give me money.
that does...
Money.
Falcon, who are you voting for? What
I
are you
will
voting for?
say, giving it
I
to
will
Duck
vote.
does help the treasury.
Yeah, but
Actually, every option helps the treasury indirectly. C might also help them indirectly. I don't know.
Falcon, what are you voting for?
But why don't you two vote?
6,
Fuck it, I'm just going
5,
for it.
4, 3,
Falcon.
2, 1.
Falcon.
You voted against yourself, Falcon?
I want to put.
So I
I'm gonna
can
the
either give
king-
Duck
yeah.
money
Yes. You also get a bit of money.
or give it to the peasants.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I get
Shit.
money too. I get money too. So the coast is now
We're
grumbling.
grumbling!
Grumble, grumble.
Countess, Duck, and the other counts are
Oh, wow.
delighted. They even send you in the treasurer a gift basket as a token.
No!
Wait,
I get-
since when did I give you a gift basket? I want it back.
That was a gift basket for herself.
Also, did this end up helping no one except Dio?
Yeah,
No,
it's-
well,
On their
Doug
goals?
got a lot of money.
Well, on their goals, I
And-
mean.
No, Doug got a lot of money and our defiance raise, so it also helps the East even more, but indirectly.
Interesting.
Can you
Step
just
behind
can you just show us how much money Duck has?
not as much as Trip. More than Trip. Just
More than
No,
Trip.
you are-
Oh wow. Money, money, money.
Haha, Anna's poor.
Behold your majesty.
Countess Duck pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Countess Anna. The statue is impeccably detailed. Its expression a frozen grimace.
That's literally what's.
I still can't believe we've been gifted 50, we've had 50
Sad
subs
sight,
today.
is it not?
I am broken at my core.
A gift
But in a good
for
way.
Me. The sculptor is most talented, or that's not a statue, is it?
Did you
Thanks
kill
for
me?
the follow out of town. Hi, friend. That's
Oh
not
my
a statue,
gosh.
is it?
Words observed, your highness. This is all that remains of my fellow countess.
You've been murdered?
Excuse me.
It would seem that the Stone Maiden is abroad in the east.
Oh my God! Look at the
Who's
last one.
The juicer, you fool!
Is that a fairy tale? Or, well, I know she's abroad. She's called the Stone Maiden.
Fucking dick, there's no laughing matter.
It's a little funny. Getting turned to
It's a lot.
stone.
She is a walking statue with
Conceptually
burning
funny.
yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Countess Annalie. On her latest walk in the cemetery.
Don't walk in a
Please, Your
cemetery,
Majesty,
kids.
we must do something.
I'm going
So
to
we
get
can-
bullied here.
Hire a wizard, which will like flat out ruin the
Yes.
treasury.
Yes.
Oh god.
But
Which
most
will-
importantly, before you say any other options, this brings Anna back into the game. So I'm automatically there for that.
Well,
Yeah.
if Anna dies, her heir takes over.
I
Oh.
would also like to point
Maybe?
out that there is no veto.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's on cooldown.
Yeah.
I also find consult the fairy tales for a solution as a very funny.
Am I going to be able to vote? Is my question.
I doubt it.
Question mark.
I think you probably can.
Trip, you know what we got to do.
Absolutely.
Send an army to smash this thing to rubble, which has a 30% chance of success with the I don't know how this works. Tell everyone in the east to hide, which is 40% authority choice, or consult the fairy tales for a solution.
How are we even deciding this? Let me in.
And I'll
leave
leave
the
the
second.
Let her in. Or out, I guess. Not in.
No.
Let her out.
Well, that's it. It's decided.
Yeah.
You have enabled the. Oh god.
But my money.
Fucking
But your
money.
friend. What's more important, friends or money?
She's already dead.
Don't ask
She's
that
not.
question because I know the answer to it, and the results will surprise you.
The
Duck,
fairy
she
tale
is.
might
It's
answer.
Anna Lee the second.
Oh,
Anna the first is dead.
rip
For
out.
now.
Countess
Oh.
Anna Lee has died.
Oh my god.
Anna Lee too has joined the council. The wizard is a smoking ruin of a twisted
I
slag.
think it's
Mouth
Annalie the
stretched-
second, not Annalie two.
Whatever. Mouth stretched in a silent scream, carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. He is
Annalie
set
II, the
down
Secrets of
carefully by a
Dumbledore.
team of sickly-looking apprentices. He
Oh,
wants to
what the
read.
hell is that?
Trip, this is on you.
I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. How's that?
That's good.
That's
I like
pretty
that.
Brilliant.
A matter I regretfully have some experience with.
I will say with
That
that
was
voice, Trip, you have to
wonderful.
put the cigarettes down, though. Sounds like you're smoking a fucking
Good
like,
joke, Dio.
60 a day.
Hold on. If we're going with that,
Fuck's sake, Anna.
No,
I can make this. Oh, sorry.
I can make this problem go away for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice.
Is it Anna Lee the second?
no, that's answers
Oh.
to you.
I require is one of the king's teeth.
But I like my teeth.
You have plenty of teeth.
What? No way. For what possible reason? But I just remembered to floss.
This will make.
This will make flossing, if anything, easier.
Did they have flossing in medieval times?
They
Who
did.
knows?
I actually do know about this. Dental care goes all the way back to the ancient Egyptians, who invented both the toothbrush and toothpaste.
Holy shit.
Floss came later using papyrus.
Fun.
You survey the worried faces of your noble. Allowing this wizard to pull out a royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens look cowardly. So I say, fine, take the tooth and lose a dot of authority, or say, I refuse, get out of here, I get my money back.
I love that I've kind of become
Every
the voice actor for
bunch
this.
of
It's
other
been
shit
very
goes
fun.
down.
So the farming goes down in the east, my stability goes down, trade in the east goes up, I presume, or everyone else's trade to support the east, and someone gets 300.
Dio, honor the vote that your council made.
I lose a tooth.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
That area
Will make a fine addition to my collection.
Oh, who asked her?
I'm sorry, is this frickin' Smoky General Grievous?
Yeah.
This will make a fine addition to my
Ability of
collection.
9.
God damn it! We need to overthrow Dio.
Ah, yeah. At last, Gordius sticks to his at least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She's a statue once more. silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around her, pigeons making messes on her head. I love this game.
Yeah,
This game is genuinely really good.
I'm having loads of fun with this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a
So
look.
it's auction time. So we can build the chiefs a fortress, which will raise their military even more. We can build a stadium, which will lower their military. Build a library, which will raise my stability. Build a theatre, which will lower my authority. Might respect my authority. Build a monument, which will raise my authority, or build a prison, which will lower my stability.
We definitely. I feel like we need.
May I point out the fact that in terms of our goals, the nobles, the only one of these buildings that affects the goals is either increasing or decreasing Falcon's military, and Falcon needs to have increased military to progress. So I feel like the greens and the purples should come together to stop that from happening.
To be fair,
No,
Zoe,
but the thing is,
what?
I've already achieved it by 2, so this will actually have no impact on the end result.
Well,
I would
no,
also
but
like to point out, what are you
you're not
going
just
to
gonna
do
let you
for?
run away with it.
What are you going to do for us? In
I
the
mean,
long term,
I have
in
voted
order to do
for
this?
I have voted for your things almost every
yeah.
single time last section.
Oh yeah, Trip. You and I have no issues. but
Yeah.
I need to secure that final vote.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because right now, Falcon has all the power because both blue and green are normally voting against each other. So we need to secure that final vote. So, Zoe, what are you going to do for us to give money for that theater project? Or for the stadium project?
Logically, letting Falcon increase the military or just avoiding decreasing it does not hurt us at all. It just helps Falcon. So don't do this egotistic altruism. Don't do this because you want to have an alliance with us. You want to work with us. Do this because you have invested interest in Falcon, not just running away with the whole thing.
No, I don't. Like, we're a step behind your plan. So we really at this point can either side with Falcon or side with you and Trip. And that's what you're going to have to talk me into supporting the green faction at this point.
Falcon, just quickly, is rebellion on authority or stability?
I think it's stability.
Okay.
Is it authority or stability?
I think it's on stability.
I can't remember, because I was going to say, if it was on authority, if you build the theatre, that would allow the patricians to rebel.
And we do the auction.
Do the auction, finds out what happens.
How do I buy?
You hit pledge on something.
Yeah, you pledge in hundreds increments.
I mean, is there any reason not to bid more? I'm confused.
Well,
I mean, basically, Doug, if there's a building you want that is lower and isn't in the top 2, you have to throw more money at it.
Trip, we have enough money to throw at this.
Yeah, I'm watching it very carefully to see when I need to step in. If I need to step in. And your money's not spent if it's not one of the top 2, right?
Yeah, so if you don't win the vote, you get your money back. So I feel like Falcon's getting 700 gold back.
And that's it.
Unless Falcon can quickly tap 3 times.
Nope.
I love democracy.
So the Falcon's military went down. Zoe threw 800 gold at that. And the prison got built, so my stability went down, and Duck threw 800 gold at that.
Yes.
Being an anti-establishment person, this game is kind of hilarious to play.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, why does it say about your heir ...
They're dead.
Find out.
You might be pregnant, Leo.
Yeah,
The
I'm
marriage to
pregnant.
Sylvia has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. High time you thought about an heir.
Oh, thank goodness, it's the mom.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
Oh.
I'm very happy, thank you. It went about as well as could be expected, or felt like it was more like a life sentence. I'm very happy.
Good.
I don't give a fuck about your happiness. It's not as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom.
Oh.
Get to fucking.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
I am so sorry, Trip.
I love
You're good?
character so much.
You've done well so far, but something's still amiss. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins.
So either my wife and I will have a child together. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around here somewhere. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir, or I plan to adopt a lowborn from an orphan. So let's have a child.
Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling. Get down to business. To defeat the Huns.
Let's get down to business to
The
have
March
Babby.
Good evening, Your Majesty. Tell me, have you ever heard of Alden's Horn? So please explain. Sounds like the punchline of a bad joke. Some kind of bottomless drink tavern promotion, or a northern legend, right? Drinking. That may well be one part of its abilities, but there's certainly more to it than that. The Horn of Oldheld is northern legend. The horn gifted to mortals before the Ninth Strike, during the Cursed Age. Pagan superstition, surely. Partly. The horn is likely the creation of one of the deposed gods. The chiefs have merely built up the myth as a way to understand things beyond their understanding. But it is reeled. Reeled? It is said to have the power to destroy any fortification with a single toot. The chiefs are searching for it in the frozen waste, having received a sign hinting at its location. Meanwhile, the ice giants live? Precisely. We need to stop them before they retrieve it, if at all possible. They've gathered a great host of warrior heroes for the journey to the waste. We must act fast to have any hope in stopping them. We hastily assemble the council to deal with the chief's military buildup. The chiefs predictably deny everything.
What do you mean? Would you deny us our right to protect ourselves from the ice giants? Bah.
Bah! So, forbid them from entering the frozen waste, which will raise their defiance, lower their military, and lower my authority. Ban all public mention of Oldheld's Horn, delay the scheme for one season, or allow the chiefs to continue building up their forces. I like this one.
Well, you can't really stop me from... It's... If my military goes down, that's your biggest bit of military, to be honest.
Where's my
It seems I
mouse?
don't have a choice.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Sorry, Falcon. We still love you, we just don't love your people as much.
Fuck you and your military. No, I don't love you. I don't like you anymore.
You think...
You think a piece of paper will stop us? Hash. You don't know what a northern chief is made of.
Your defiance is now
I am
4,
blue.
giving the counts their score they need. Although your decree discourages a few law-abiding northern warriors from joining the expedition, you cannot stop them by law alone. Your military has gone down by 1,
It's
and
still
my
enough.
authority is now 3.
Ineffective.
You know-
Tempting offer.
Not the first time I've heard Dietor described as ineffective.
What's up, bitch? It has come to my attention that across the kingdom there are all manners of roads, bridges, walls, canals. And what do they all have in common?
They're damn expensive to build.
Exactly, you bitch. And yet they make you no money.
So rude.
I am willing to take them off your hands, saving you the cost of upkeep, and pay you handsomely in return. Ask your treasurer. It makes perfect financial sense. I don't want to do this. Can I say no?
Yeah, this is a terrible
Money
idea, Zoe.
Sounds good to me. What do you make of it, treasurer? Or I won't sell a single brick. The treasury's not exactly looking healthy, and this would be a welcome cash injection. I can't work out why the producers would be this helpful. It's suspicious. Perhaps we should call a council vote. So
we need
make
to
the
stop
roads
this.
and bridges pay for their own upkeep by charging tolls, which will give me $1,000. Raise defiance probably across the board and lower my stability. Enact a law to prevent patricians from buying public property, which will delay the scheme for a season, or there's no reason to take any drastic action.
I want to point out that if we vote A, then it's still that one scheme is still going to be in play.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
our
think
scheme.
that's actually like the next step of the plan was reduce the treasury so they could buy up the stuff, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
This seems like a weird choice for us because we have to reduce your treasury. Why are we helping it?
Because it's not. No.
I'm very
so basically-
confused.
Our goal is still telling us that we need to lower it by the next season.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
very
think there's no
confused.
reason-
No, it's
do
not
anything.
because it has to be under 1,600. It doesn't affect it. It's still under goal.
I thought it was 15 or 20.
It's 1,500.
It's still under.
Oh, I didn't vote in time.
So we.
I tied it. Yeah, there you go.
No way, I did.
Voting. Fuck.
You should have vetoed.
Get bricked, literally. Didn't it say something about bricks? I don't know. Sorry, continue.
Thank goodness. This is a free country after all.
Is it?
You want to privatise the NHS as well, Zoe?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Just everything except the NHS. You know how it is.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle has taken place in the frozen waste. Chief Falcon staggers home to a clan hall where Nut is waiting.
Oh, here we
It
go,
is-
baby.
It is done.
I love the
Ice
name
giants have been
Nuts.
defeated at a
Nuts.
great cost.
The Morty
Behold.
Nuts.
The Horn of Odholm.
As she brandishes the horn, the room goes silent. A crooked old ram's horn by the looks of it, but as big as a person's head and inlaid with gold and ancient runes of power.
Who was that again?
Each and every god.
That was a no. That was
Also, I'm sorry if I missed any chat messages because it's hard. I can't keep up chat and
cause earthquakes.
like
Destroy mountains.
have the
We
King
must
of
assemble
the
the other chiefs at once. to
King
decide
of
on how
the
to-
Crown app up at the same time. So I apologize
So
for
you
that.
threaten to destroy the kingdom's food supplies, which is lower everybody else's farming, or sneak into the capital and collapse the palace onto the monarch's head, which is
Yes.
lower the authority.
I think this is just a
Yes.
this is just a Falcon vibe.
Probably.
The king
Yeah.
gets to
Yeah, this is
choose.
just me to pick, and I think this sounds funnier.
I mean,
Also,
it's
if
probably
you guys have any
already
ideas
under
for the
goal
special stream
already.
we're gonna try and do this week, go over to the Discord and put your ideas there! Exclamation mark
I'll
Discord.
get the job done.
We best make sure that
That's
security
just
is
Wait, no,
locked down.
no, that's
Oh,
me. That's me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello there. We best make sure that security is lax enough for us to sneak in. I'm used to sneaking into places. I'm sure we could convince the king to relax a few restrictions here and there. For the good of the realm, of course.
For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 1. or less.
Whoa!
Wait, Gio, you didn't
So
read the last
at
bit.
least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The rebellion ends with a rebellion win, and a final scheme passes.
it's getting
At the
intense.
same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition events, which appear after you've acquired it out. I'm working on it, game!
We'll
Thanks
work
to
on
our
it
efforts, the
faster.
Spy Master's focusing her attention
Come,
of
come on, dear,
regions.
get to fucking.
And while the cat's away, the mice shall play.
And when the cat returns, it'll find the mice have poisoned its kibble.
The
That's an
analogy's a little
interesting
tortured
analogy.
now, but I like the enthusiasm. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents.
Didn't I do that already?
Nope.
No,
Indeed, the honor guard are incorruptible, but the watch are another story. If the king can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere.
Well, the honor guard are of the counts anyway, aren't they?
no.
No, there were
They're-
mercenaries. Not.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah, they're chiefs.
They're
Oh, no, well, they
should make it
cheat,
very
you know?
easy to sneak in.
Oh, look at that purple. Interesting.
Hey.
Fuck's sake. Bollocks. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
To what do I owe this pleasure, Madam Treasurer? I'm pretty sure you were doing the treasury, dear.
I'll give it a rest. You know why I'm here. Let's hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign?
Here, and here, and right here.
There you go. You've got what you wanted. Now give me the money.
Not so fast, Madam Treasurer. Didn't we also agree you'd sign over ownership of the Royal Mint's gold mine?
No. Damn.
Ooh.
Well, here you go.
Oh no.
Of course. Goodbye, Madam Treasurer.
Do my eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with?
Indeed, my friend. Good news. With the king's gold running out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's roads and bridges.
Soon this kingdom will be ours. But what will we do when we own everything?
So turn the king into a proud corporate mascot, which is raising stability,
Oh,
which is
okay.
already pretty high
Yeah,
anyway.
it is pretty high.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or
Or
mercilessly
authority.
extract wealth from the kingdom until it collapses, which is lowering the authority.
So the question is, do we want to work alone or do we want to work with Falcon and coin flip?
Yeah, I was going to say it would be completely random chance if you would actually.
Who would benefit from it?
Let's go for Falcon.
Falcon!
Oh no.
Content!
For the content.
Content! Content!
Fucking coin flip. That's Mario Party, this bitch.
Hell yeah. Oh, I would love to play Mario Party with you guys at some point.
Yeah.
I'm game.
100%. We've invested a lot of money in this kingdom. It's about time we started turning a profit.
But what about the king? Won't he try to stop us?
The key word there, my friend, is try.
For the final stage of the patrician scheme, they must lower the authority to 1 or less. I wonder where most of the votes are fucking going. Who has the most amount of money?
Here's the fun part is that now
Tax the patricians.
Achieve.
Duck and I have the most important votes in the game.
Who did
You do.
tax?
You guys.
Ah, fuck.
Rude.
Now you know how it feels to be taxed.
I mean, yeah.
So, counterfeit currency, bankruptcy looms, or a helping hand. Your Majesty, we're broke. We can't even afford to pay our sweepers. The capital streets are overflowing with trap. I refuse to sell my gold dinner plates. Of course not. There are standards to keep. Fortunately,
great.
Countess Annalie II has offered to lend a hand with her 700 gold.
Wait, aren't you supposed to... Isn't your group's goal to lower the treasury?
The
Yes.
East is with you,
Interesting.
Your Highness. If we can help this beautiful city, we will.
So you can ask the faithful East to make a pilgrimage to the capital, which is, yes, faith. Host a street festival for the Eastern merchants, which is trade-based. Strongly encourage donations from wealthy counts, which will raise defiance, lower their own wealth, but give 2 grand to the treasury. Or the king requires no help, which will lower my authority. Considering there's 3 people against the counts, I'm going to suggest this one.
See, that's a great idea, however.
Yeah.
The king requires no help.
You should have vetoed that.
You
I should have
bitch.
vetoed-
I really thought he was...
Why you did it? There was such an obvious choice.
That's why I stayed quiet.
Our votes aren't being counted anymore.
No,
No,
because it's
How
3
much the
versus
votes in this
2.
game?
Get fucked.
Shit biscuits.
I've had to, in the past, I've always had to try and convince
Oh.
other people to vote with what I
Because
want, or
of-
just sit there and try and tie it.
But now you have a common goal with both
Yeah.
parties, so
Mhm.
yeah. they've got
We
the
are
game.
going to put this entire 2-hour game down to a coin flip.
Yeah.
I love that.
Fucking guarantee
The
it.
coast has
Yeah.
been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest taking. The whole region is awash with fake money. No surprise there. The council needs to act. Either
Treasury's
can't-
too low.
Lol.
Game's calling you broke.
Well, I mean, dear, you can literally just make this choice. Yeah.
I did.
Nobody
Oh
voted.
my god.
Wait. Nobody vote.
Yeah,
Nobody
I'm actually
vote.
curious to see what happens. Nobody.
That's a
voted.
good idea. Actually, no, I do know what happened. It mentioned the king picks if at the end of the
Oh.
timer if
Well,
there's
we're new animations.
yeah new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We will force the king to pick.
I love the
how's
idea
life,
that like
everybody?
that's good.
We're the ones in control here.
I love the idea that like the king is just standing in a court and it's just like I'm awaiting your decision, and they're all just talking amongst themselves, ignoring
No,
the
no,
king.
no. We're all staring at him and not blinking.
That's also quite funny.
crossed.
We're just filibustering it.
Voting has closed. Nobody voted for anything, but that's the way.
Zero of the
After weeks of experimenting, the new coin is invented. It has a special pattern of ridges along the rim that make it nearly impossible to counterfeit. However, they are much more expensive to manufacture.
Aww.
Rolling them out across the kingdom will take time. Meanwhile, people continue to use the old coins, impacting trade in the coast.
That's okay.
We don't need it.
You're already
I like
rich
how
enough.
everything is about bankruptcy now.
The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you've been spending it a little bit too freely.
What a
Part
great
of golden
treasurer.
Plates.
Apart from raising taxes, we have a few precious options. You could get a bank loan, sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, so I've heard.
Oh,
Oh.
right. What have you got?
You should take a hefty loan.
I'm
Okay,
going to
well,
read.
I was
Didn't
going to
even
read
get to
them.
read them.
Yeah.
I meant, sorry, I got a little bit excited by Tomb
Yeah,
Raider.
no shit.
Jesus.
That buried gold isn't doing anyone any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You order the royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold masks, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is as practical as your treatment, however. The church denounced you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by my group. Everyone's defiance has gone up by one, and my stability has gone down. But I have money which has fucked over the count.
If Falcon or our defiance goes up a couple more layers, then we can rebel.
Ooh.
Yeah, but the scheme takes priority over rebelling.
I know, but funny.
Yeah.
So I can give you an option to change your mind in the vote, confuse the fuck out of you by making you vote for the option you least like, or
Does that work?
let's find out. I mean, considering you don't listen to what I say anyway, I'm getting rid of Monarch's vote.
Nobles must must vote for the least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass.
So
I like
if
that.
I click it without telling you, and you vote for
It
what
does
you
stay on
want
our
most,
screens.
Yeah,
It does. We can get it.
does, so
Dear, you know, we're all watching your screen share.
Yeah.
That's how this
Yeah.
If
game
you're
works.
not paying attention to it,
Yeah, good fucking luck. We're not you. Your entire strategy is built on us not paying attention when we're all desperate to win at this point.
And also, it looks like we might get an ending to this before I have to leave in 30 minutes, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
more than likely. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Chauncey Crawforth has written another smash hit. All the theatres in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? Problem is the new play features a character obviously based on you. An admiring homage? How delightful.
Homage.
You miss
Hummus?
Hummus.
The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is appended over his head and as he sits on the throne.
I mean,
Your Highness,
sounds like
peasants
a
and
good-
nobles alike are watching this play. Theatres are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as King Biffo.
I think you
I'm
can.
gonna attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theatre as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. What are you waiting for? The play begins soon enough. The Clown King arrives on stage, comedically tripping on his own robe. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped onto this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched king handing his crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do I react? Do I climb onto the stage or scurry off into the night?
You know what's going to happen? He's going to get his own.
What did you do?
He climbed up on the stage.
I climbed onto the stage. Sorry, I meant to. I was letting Anna speak, and then I was going to say it. Anna, finish your sentence.
I did.
All I heard, he's going to get his own.
Yeah, move on.
Anyway, the actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next. Either I congratulate them, or I get everyone arrested. Congratulations, motherfucker!
Oh.
Ah.
Everything goes up. The audience break out in relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can talk about nothing but your good humor and mercy. Everything's gone up. Everything's gone up.
I'm gonna go run and grab some water because I need to medicate. I'll be about 20 seconds.
Don't hesitate. Medicate.
I like that.
Now, I can't really click either of these because it might be Zoe that does some
Is there a different one? Or a different counter?
No, you get three choices.
Oh, and you've already done that one. Okay.
Plague or comets.
As they say in Final Fantasy Abridged, don't fuck up.
Don't fuck it up. I mean, as it stands, I'm like, everything will be going on to another season because
I don't know.
My authority might stay high enough, and hopefully my treasury will stay high.
Well, we do have 2 events left, and all they need to be is 2
Negative
-1 authorities. Yeah.
Comet sighting.
A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the coast, Your Esteemed Highness. The citizens are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything you can do?
Either tell the church to dispel such a baseless superstition, which has a 25% chance of working because of faith. Tell them there's nothing to worry about, which has a 25% chance of working due to my low-ish authority. Or say, no, it's just peasants being peasants, which is my stability going down. I'm going to gamble on faith. Shit!
Ta-da.
The priest
We're
of the coast...
agnostic!
Woo!
The priest of the coast breach the comet is actually a good omen due to new interpretation of an obscure cluster of stars. Unfortunately, the peasants don't believe a word of it. Whoops. And my stability has gone down anyway. For a few weeks, the coast is gripped in panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land, foretelling doom.
Doom.
Speaking of doom, Plague. The Royal Navy has stopped a ship in the harbour of Thalassassus. Your Majesty, it's a merchant vessel from Dana. The crew have come down with some kind of plague. The captain refuses to go home, saying his crew need food and medical attention before offloading any cargo.
That ship is carrying fine silks and rare dyes worth thousands. I don't care what happens to the crew. We need to secure those goods.
Tell me more about this plague. The infected have high fever, oozing pustules, uncontrollable vomiting. Sounds like creeping scourge, which bumped off half the kingdom a few centuries ago. Let's call a vote. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yes, nothing will fuck me over. Allow the ship to dock and offload its good. Quarantine the ship.
I think these kind of all mess them up.
50-50 chance of working, or 50-50 chance of getting everyone icked. Quarantine the ship, toss the goods into the sea, which will drop the trade for the patricians, raise their defiance, and lose them some wealth. Sink the ship and all aboard, which will also lower, which will basically do the same thing.
Are you doing any laws?
Viva la Revolution.
Give you 15 seconds.
Viva la Revolution.
What's Viva la Revolution?
One of the ones that raises our defiance.
Sure. Which one?
Your wealth goes down.
300.
We don't really need it.
It's also only 300.
I don't think Doug... Wait, Doug must have voted.
Mutinous!
15 seconds.
The fine silks and dyes are tossed into the ocean, much to Lady Patricia Zoe's chagrin. A quarantine is established around the moored ship, and the crew are left to wait out the inspection. So your trade is
Chagrin.
down to 6. You are now mutinous, and Zoe has lost 300 gold.
Viva la
That's fine. I
revolution.
don't need it.
2 months later, the Navy boarded to check on the crew and find nothing but corpses.
Trip's always been the bread maker of the.
Yeah.
With my black pearls and my wonderful voice.
End the season! In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Countess Duck has gathered her fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk.
Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The king is paying the palace watch well. Enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed.
So we have some of the watch in our pocket? Isn't that enough?
No, not yet. We can't make the move until we're sure we won't be discovered.
The Count's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or
Okay.
less.
Okay, Duck, let me explain something to you. Unless those few people take over everything, we're screwed. Okay?
I just wanted to arson.
Oh
But
no.
no one let me arson! Continue.
Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to my son, my daughter, or my child.
Oh, Edby.
My child!
Child!
My child.
Woo!
Yes.
Your esteemed highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child? What is their name?
King Deitor the second.
Marvelous, your serene highness. I'm sure little King Deitor II will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Yeah, one day he'll be King Deitor the Second.
Yeah!
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
We arson Dio and we get the new king in.
That does sound pretty funny.
That does sound really funny.
And it means
And-
we finally get to arson.
And it's arson. I can't say no to arson. I just can't.
Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't... Oh, sorry.
Bitch! Can't close my beach!
I'm sorry, is this medieval
bitch.
Jaws?
No one mentioned closing.
That beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got on the wrong end of a fish. Do you know how unlikely it is for a shark to actually kill you?
You're more likely to get killed by
to
a...
die on the toilet.
I would say you're also more likely to be killed by a cow.
I want to close it.
You can't. I'll take this all the way to the council.
So, we keep the beach open, which lowers their defiance, lowers their trade, lowers their farming, lowers overall stability. Hire an adventurer to kill the shark, shut down the beach, which raises their defiance, lowers their personal wealth, probably Zoe's personal wealth, raises stability but lowers trade. Turn the shark itself into a tourist attraction, which lowers defiance, boosts trade, and gives Zoe money.
Interesting.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get everyone voting backwards. See how this.
Okay,
Reverse
so
voting.
we need to, if there are two options which have no votes, then Dio will be able to pick between them.
So we need to
keep
spread
that
our
in mind.
votes carefully. The least beneficial of these is...
Let's Jaws this bitch.
That's the opposite. That's
Okay.
going to make it so it's anything but Jaws.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the least voted. Okay,
So we want to try
I'm gonna
and...
vote for A. Trip vote for C.
Don't we want D for Defiance?
Yeah, so make it the lowest.
1.
Trip vote for C. No.
That no...
Now Dio gets to vote between the three, right?
Well, the reason we want C to pass because that raises our Defiance up to 7.
Yeah, but then I have no money.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll bail you out.
Trip's the bread maker.
Yeah. Let him
All
cook.
right.
Gonna
Dio's
keep the beach
choosing.
open.
Okay.
Ignoring advice from various grizzled fishermen, you decide to keep the beach open. Coastal tourism cannot be allowed to suffer.
Well, I mean, this one also... but money... This one does help us in the trade and money department, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to burn the kingdom down before I had to go.
Just
So-
wait
so-
and see. After eating a few more peasants, the shark will simply get bored and swim away.
Alas, Lady Patrician's prediction doesn't come to pass. More and more people vanish from the beach, leaving nothing but red circles in the water. Soon enough, nobody dares to visit. There's a catastrophic decline in tourism as more sharks gather. The fish stocks dwindle too. Farming and trade go down, and my stability is now civil.
So
Well-
it looks like I think it's now more likely for us to try and get the authority down than to trying to get our defiance up.
Yeah.
Your Serene Highness, last week a mysterious wanderer visited the grand bazaar we built in the coast. She claimed to be from the distant cloaked city of Shara Khan, and she said she had a number of magical artifacts for sale. But wizard law forbids the unlicensed trade of magical items.
Wizard law? What's that? Or I thought the Cloak City was a myth.
The wizard city of Shara Khan in far off Valamir is the subject of many legends, but that doesn't mean it's a myth. I humbly request that the council grant our Grand Bazaar a license so that the coast may benefit from this wanderer's magic.
Grant the magic license, which has 70% chance of working. Invite the wanderer for a direct audience with the king, or refuse to grant the license and send them away, which will raise the defiance.
Yes.
There's not really a bad option for us.
I knew it was going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen.
What?
Money. What?
Yeah, let's just
Trade,
neutral.
Duck, let's just admit our votes mean absolutely nothing.
Don't we
Yeah,
want to
this-
vote trade here, though, Zoe?
The trade doesn't really do anything
Too
for
late.
us. Oh, and also doesn't matter.
We have the
so-
majority.
We have a super majority.
I wanted a magic
Voting is
license.
closed.
That's valid.
Invited the wanderer for a direct audience with Kingy. A few days later, the mysterious wanderer from Sarah Khan appears at the court. She bows low, her jewelry clinking and clattering. Behind her, a wizened troll carries her goods. Off you go, Anna.
Okay, hold on.
No.
I am honored
Oh,
to be
okay.
granted an audience with your majesty.
Why
I bring
are they
items-
vain?
I was born
I
in the
bring
darkness.
items of wonder from the cloaked city of Sarah Khan, available at most reasonable prices.
Show me
You
these
adopted to the
wondrous
Sarah Khan.
creations.
I was born in it, molded by it.
I am loving this game.
Belforth.
She claps sharply, and the troll, presumably named Belforth, begins sorting through the sack of goods, showing off what's inside.
First of all, I offer you a mechanical bird of my own design.
Is it a falcon?
It can speak, though only in rhyme, and is capable of soaring through the skies like you were born in it.
Belforth holds up a golden bird with clockwork wings and a metal beak. I can talk, I can fly at squawks. I'm an excellent buy.
I love it. I want one.
Just in that flat
Wow.
delivery.
Next up, a spyglass that can peer into your future. Be careful when you use it, your majesty. You may not like what you see.
Belforth holds up the spyglass. It looks battered, unremarkable, and very small in his giant hands.
And finally, an orb recovered from the tomb of ancient attaché ruler Malik. It sends all those who look upon it into a drowsy, peaceful daze. Don't look too deep. You may fall asleep forever.
Belforth raises the glowing orb over his head. You feel your eyelids droop. Maybe. Just a little nap would do you some good. Then as the orb is stowed away once more, you perk up again.
Now tell me, great king, which will you buy? The bird, the spyglass, or the orb?
So I can buy the bird, which is $2,000, lower everyone's defiance, but raise my authority, which would give the counts what they want. Buy the
Yes, but
spyglass
we'll
for
also
$1,000,
go
which
against. It will go against Falcon and Zoe because the
Yes.
authority will go up. So it will give you more time.
Buy the spyglass, which will drop the treasury by $1,000, which will again give them what they need and lower my authority again. Buy the orb, which I can't afford. None of them be gone, or throw her in the dungeon and take everything.
Oh
which is what I
god.
chose.
Yeah, to steal
You're
from a
an
wizard of-
idiot.
Yep.
I love it. Content.
Everything's gonna go down.
You dare to steal from a wizard of Sarah. Pathetic creature. I will show you the meaning of despair.
Please.
Kill them.
Oh, it's another warrior.
Not so fast, wizard. Your greatness, get behind us. We'll protect you.
Yorkshire.
Oh no! You've been polymorphed into pigs!
This mysterious wanderer makes a sharp gesture, mutters a few words in a guttural tongue you don't understand. Your honor guard vanish. In their place stand a troop of very confused-looking pigs.
Oh.
And now for you, little king.
I was just joking. Yes, I survived.
Ah, that would have been a great ending, though.
The wizard stares at you for a long moment, tosses back her head and laughs. She turns, leaves your palace without a second glance. Her troll shambling behind her.
You fucking bigger. What was
Oh.
that shit?
Oh, there we go. Look at all the authority drops.
Hey!
Authority!
Let's go!
Oh,
You love to see it.
It's only later that evening, examining yourself in the mirror, that you notice the giant rat's tail curling out from under your robes. It seems to be a permanent fixture. Ah, what has happened to me? Well, that's new. Or I'll have to drill a hole in my throat. I'll have to drill a hole in my throat.
Yes!
Shit,
We did it!
Let's go!
Oh my god.
I just want to say I am kind of proud of that Bane voice.
Yeah, that was good, Bane.
Good. It
The
was a
living
good Bane.
tail makes you a laughing stock amongst noble and commoners alike, who take to calling you the rat when they think you're out of earshot. Shit biscuits! And that's the end of the season.
Yeah!
That voice is literally Deckard Cain, but in a cup.
Can I propose something before we start the auction?
Yes.
Since we are at the point where this season will end in a coin flip for the winner, should we collectively get the theater to make it 0 authority because it's funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will pledge towards the theater.
I'll throw in for the theater.
I won't, because I'm poor.
That's okay. We love you anyway.
If we're all chipping in towards a theatre, wouldn't it not make more sense to just have one person buy it?
Yeah, but the
Way
game's
cheaper.
over.
Fair
I
enough.
think the game
I
ends
mean,
here.
I mean, you've already thrown 700 towards it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well lower the stability a little bit.
Yeah, good call, good call.
Oh.
And plus, you guys are going to need a jail after everything that's happened. Just remember this for when you take over.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. We'll remember.
I know
We
you'll
will
remember.
remember.
I'm telling
Oh.
you.
No, my dear park.
Shit biscuit. This has gone so wrong.
Put all my money in the theatre just to make sure. Fuck you, dear park.
Shit
I
biscuit.
went-
Zero.
Everything!
I'm
I
still
went
the
all out
richest.
there.
So the buildings got funded with a theatre which lowered my authority. Zoe put 650 in. And the prison which lowered my stability, and Falcon dropped 900 on it.
Unfortunately, the tie between drop of authority and then the schemes win.
Yep, scheme goes first.
And from there, obviously, we might look into doing this again, where we will continue
Yeah,
this.
can we keep playing? Before
I would love this.
Huh?
We haven't finished yet, and you're talking about playing again.
It happened gradually, like a frog slowly.
Oh.
I think the patricians won, Falcon. At first, it was playing a few patrician trolls here and there to cross a road, sail down a river, but as their crash reserves grew, so did their
As the
greed.
stream is coming
Trolls
to an
got
end, I
getting
hope you all
higher and
enjoyed
higher,
it.
and everyone paid
I
what
am
was the
still
alternative. Send an army, the patricians would just charge them for you.
incredibly overwhelmed by the
They now have
outpouring
a
of support
monopoly,
today.
and I have
I love you all. You guys are wonderful.
If they didn't pay the
Be planning a
patricians,
special
fish
stream later in the
must
week.
be from Valamir, come to collect
Thank you.
army or not. What about your crown? That might fetch a good price. I can't sell my crown. I don't think you have a choice. Sorry. Oh, that was a... Patricians bought your palace some time ago. It's been a struggle to pay rent. Sorry about this, Your Majesty. Everyone's struggling right now. Next few months, kingdom economy slowly goes up in flames. The patricians get richer and richer despite the turmoil. Soon, peasants can't even afford to buy bread. Merchants throw themselves from high towers. So basically, we let the Tories win.
Yeah, basically.
Capitalism! It always wins!
Meanwhile, the obscenely wealthy patricians amuse themselves by going boating in specially made rivers of wine or buying up entire villages, forcing the residents to fight for sport.
God, I knew this was a representation of America in 2 years.
Yep.
Here you go, your supreme majesty.
What's this?
This is an eviction notice. You haven't paid rent in months. Pack your things and get out.
Bitch. This preposterous, I'm the king.
Not anymore, you're not. We're kicking you out and replacing you with Nestor. It's about time, really.
What am I supposed to do out there?
I don't know. Get a job, I suppose.
Oh my gosh.
I announced my application the next day to gas from the gathered crowd. Within a week, Nestor has taken the throne. Within a month, you're living in a vehicle or two on a farm 10 miles from the closest village. No one out here knows your name or who you used to be.
Where nobody.
Sylvia,
Hey!
against all odds, is still by my side.
You kind of got a happy ending.
She's not happy with your exile, but she's learning to herd sheep. You don't hear much about... What?
What the fuck?
What happened?
Where did Mika come from?
Oh! Surprise,
You don't hear
Mika.
much about- She got here like 5 minutes ago. You don't hear much about... I did say hello, darling, when she walked through the door.
I don't listen to you.
You don't hear much about how the kingdom is faring. You soon lose track of who's even on the throne. Instead of sleeping until mid-morning in a bed of silk, you're up at dawn mucking out the stables. Occasionally, some disease or disaster or ground war will sweep over your little slice of countryside, leaving nearby houses in ashes and friends in graves. That's just life. But then things will return to normal. You know what? You're happy. Though sometimes, secretly, you do miss being king. Shit!
That was really fun.
Let go.
Evicted from the palace, the former king lived out the rest of his days on a farm. Far from the capital, it was a quiet life, but not without its pleasure. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Old Hell's Horn, which passed on into legend once more. Treasure fit only for seducing adventurers into the frozen waste where ice giants or hypothermia await them. The Count's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Countess Duck ended her life chained upside down to a dungeon wall.
In all fairness, it was consensual.
So that's both of the counts that died.
Oh yeah, you lost both of
Not
y'all.
the starting counts died.
Jesus. The patricians retreated to their yachts and opium dens, enjoying their obscene wealth while the kingdom starved and suffered. Peasants hoped their hubris would catch up to them, a hope that rested on a newly crowned king Nestor turned against his coastal masters. Naive, only time would tell. Endgame ledger. So I survived for 2 years and 6 months. Got married to Sylvia, and I was succeeded by King Nestor. The wealthiest noble was Trip, and the poorest noble was Zoe.
Yeah, I put all my money into pipe.
And everything went sideways.
Indeed.
Shit biscuits. You may
that
now
was fucking
continue a game.
awesome.
Completed games will create new saves where you can continue the story of your dynasty. Your second game will include Dynasty events. Dynasty. Which continue the story of previous events. Your nobles return to their previous regions and keep their wealth. So,
Oh,
if
poor
we
Zoe.
come back-
Ah, shit.
If we come back to this in the future with the same people, we will continue a game.
Well, I'd like
Hopefully-
to do a new dynasty because I'd like to play with the other kingdoms.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the Trip has to go in an hour, right?
I have to
mean,
go
I
in
wasn't
6 minutes.
suggesting anything today. I thought probably call it here. But for the next time we play this, because this was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah,
This
that
was a lot of
fucking
fun.
Awesome.
Yes.
It was
I'm
a
gonna
lot
buy
of
this game
talking and my
to
voice
begin
hurt.
tonight.
But that was a lot of fun. The rum probably didn't help. But this is an absolutely stunning game. If you get a chance, it's what, $5 on Steam, not even.
£4.
It's so good.
Go and get it. play it with your friends, play it with your family, turn everybody against each other. It's a great amount of fun. Like I said, hopefully next time we play this, we will get a couple more people along. Hopefully we can get everyone in chat. Oh man, it will be, but you'll have to be in a different Twitch stream to do it. You'll have to come and visit Theater Productions. Because I don't think it would work with you. They'd have to come and do all the votes in my Twitch chat.
It's whoever's hosting, I believe.
Yeah, they would host you, but then they could still watch it because I'm streaming your view. So they could do it in any of them.
No, but they'd have to... Anna, it's connected to my Twitch. They'd have to come to my Twitch to vote.
Which... Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah. It's $3.99. I'm literally buying it right now. That was some of the most fun I've had on stream in months.
It was really good game.
Even if you don't plan on hosting a game, it's £4. It goes to a great developer.
Well, if you're not planning on hosting, then don't buy it, because then there's not really...
I mean, you spend £4 to get customization in, say you jump into a stream, like a big stream, and you want to customize your avatar rather than having it randomized, you can do that. But
also, you're more likely to show up if you own a copy. You're more likely to show up in a streamed game.
So from there, again, it's just...
How many people can you have in a single game?
So if you do it the way we did it today, which is a private game, it's up to 24 lords.
Jesus. Fucking
Which, again, I think even from there, if you don't have 24 people in a Discord call, because that will get fucking insane.
Yeah.
If you have 24 people who can join, so like I watched Johnny Chiodini who is the DM for the Outside Xbox Dungeons and Dragons. He did it and put the code live on his YouTube stream, and everybody joined in, and it was like first come first serve for the 24 spots. It works great for that. Or like you can have slightly smaller groups like we have today. Or if like Hannah and many of the other people,
I absolutely
like,
adored today's
gamers,
stream. I'm gonna let's turn off that stream capture. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna outro while Dio talks.
Your Twitch chat.
I'm gonna talk over him a little bit because being loud. Today's stream was absolutely
going !vote X Y or
out,
Z.
just so good, so freaking good. We have 50 subs, 50 sub points. So this week we will be streaming Rotato, and I will work on some kind of special stream to do.
Yeah,
you all are wonderful. Thank you so much for the support. I am just absolutely
in any direction, and without the choice, like
blown away. I'm absolutely blown away.
Have a conversation like you guys did every time a vote came up.
Thank you very much.
Everyone votes for what
and
they want.
I hope you all have an excellent
come out of it at the end of it.
Excellent week.
Because obviously everybody will be voting to get their goals forward.
Well, weekend. It's
But
weekend.
if there's a couple of different ways to do that, or there's a way to seriously fuck another team over, they may vote for that instead of just selfish thinking to get themselves ahead. So this game's just fucking incredible.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be playing it again.
Probably a lot. As you can see, obviously, so this is version 1. They're still working on it. Obviously, it came out on the 2nd of March. So only a couple of days. They've got 950 different events already, and that number's only going to keep going up. And I mean, it's stunning. For what it is, for the amount you pay for it, it's great.
And with that, you can follow me on any of these 4 million links I just put in chat.
Yep, spam.
Thank you to all of our guests today for joining us. We had Zoe, we had Falcon, we had Duck, and we had Trip.
Obviously, congratulations, Trip, for everything that you managed to get today.
Thank you. I am kind of in shock, sort of at a loss for words. Started this stream with 1 subscriber, ending it with 50 is I am in shock. But I'm super grateful. the sub goal we had for 3 subscribers was for me to check out the indie darling of last year, Brotato. So I'll be doing that, and because, you know, I'll talk to my community in the Discord. We'll plan some kind of fun sub party stream sometime this week. If it's a multiplayer game, I'll let you all know. Yes.
Hey, Trip. This.
I'm waiting.
What do you?
What?
So that party game we just played it. Get some of that going.
Okay.
But yeah, I was giving shout outs to Trip and Dio throughout the stream. Definitely go give them a follow, give them a subscribe. They're good people. Well, Trip's good people. Dio is
Thanks, Anna.
Dio is people.
Dio is good people normally.
I do have to go. Thank you very much for having me. I had an absolute blast.
Trip.
And yeah, peace out, Cub Scouts. Hope to do this again in the future.
Bye, Trip.
Bye. Yeah, that was the most wild stream of my Twitch career. And thank you, everyone who was a part of it. And let's drop a raid on somebody, I think. Do we want to drop a raid before I go? Let's see. Actually, I'll ask if any of them are going to be live after this. Where is it? General. Is anyone in the call gonna keep streaming? Because I'm gonna raid. And we'll see. If any of them are gonna keep streaming, I'll drop a raid on them. If not, I will find someone for us to raid. KK. Alright, they're ending their stream. You know what? I actually don't have enough time. I gotta go, like, right now. Thank you very much. Love you all. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Have a good weekend.